I told y'all this was going to be an early stream. I had to take care of a few things. Like, trust me. Well, you might want to know, but it was some necessary things I had to take care of before I could get on stream. And here I am again, past 11 o'clock with a stream. Okay. We do have a bunch of things to talk about, though. I seen somebody joke and they said, "Ack, this better not be another 2.5 hour stream." I don't care what happens tonight, chat. I'm going until at least 4 a.m. All right. So by hook or by crook, I'm gonna be on this bitch for at least until 4 a.m. So we gonna get at least 4 or 5 hours out of this bitch. And I know you guys don't like the really short stream, so I apologize for that. Okay. A lot of things to talk about. I can tell you what's been going on in the news, and you guys can tell me what you want me to talk about. But obviously, there's a few pertinent things that we definitely have to address, right? The leading headlines seemingly today is about Diddy. He's back in the news yet again. More allegations. And this time, people are swearing they got proof. By the way, ironically, this new person is being represented by the same lawyers who got Cassie her settlement. They have figured out the cheat code for Diddy and look like they're going to be rinsing and repeating. So we're going to see what happens with that. I have the lawsuit here. I'll be reading that. What else been going on in hip-hop? Joe Budden apologized to YoungBoy. YoungBoy is accepting. What else? Y'all tell me. Somebody says underage in the freak off P. Diddy. Hey, listen, before I even knew this lawsuit existed, I kept telling y'all that a lot of your favorites, when they were grown men in their 30s, they were fucking 17-year-olds. It is what it is. Now, a lot of those people have selective memory about, and they pick and choose who to go after. Right now, at least unfortunately for Sean Combs, this is his time. But the rest of your favorites are no different. They all dated 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds, and they were 30. So it's a lot of people to really be talking about, okay? Somebody says the lawyers found the Diddy money glitch. Well, for Diddy, he's hoping that that's not the case. Okay. We got some Melissa Ford and Cameron stuff coming up. You know what? We're probably going to start off, and who said that? Vitamin 4x4. We're probably going to start off with this. You got Drake and Metro Boomin, who's kind of going back and forth at it, right? What else is going on? Give me a couple more topics. I do know we have a shit ton of topics to get to. Let me check my little I do have a little topic list here. I ain't going to hold you. Here we go. Where the fuck? Here we go. Okay. Suge Knight also released a picture with Diddy's, baby mama, and then Diddy's son, which is kind of like super ironic. Let me see what else. Diddy, it's a lot of Diddy shit. Slim Thug still defending Diddy. And also Lil Baby calling Gunna a rat. Okay. We're going to get through all of them. Okay. Anyway. So. Yeah, and unfortunately, my man Sentry GG got arrested. It's an innocent man. I just want to say free that man. Okay. All right. Let's kind of get to a few things, and we'll start off with the basics, okay? Now, I just want to say this, okay? And this is not, they're going to try to make this an act issue, and here's my thing about this whole industry. A lot of these motherfuckers, they don't like when their true skeletons come out and they have to face the public. And it's not like I'm doing investigative journalism. It's not like I'm like telling secrets that nobody knew. A lot of these actions are very public, but a lot of people don't like when you speak on them. Like, for example, I've been told you, Metro Boomin don't like Drake. I don't know what Drake did to him. Maybe Drake fucked with his bit. Like, Drake is notorious for fucking a lot of these niggas' girls. Like, I'm still, like, I interviewed DJ Drama. I really had to ask him, like, nigga, how'd you forgive Drake for fucking, like, the girl that you were planning to marry? Like, that's crazy. Yo, a nigga fucked the girl you were planning to put a ring on her finger. Like, I would imagine you want that nigga dead. But he did forgive Drake. Okay. The point is I don't know Drake personally like that. I've never met him, talked to him, but I don't know him in person. You don't what you see as entertainment or what you see as a facade in terms of somebody's outlook, you don't know if that's them personally. For whatever reason, Metro Boomin don't like him. I've been told y'all this. Some of y'all thought I was just hating. I'm pretty sure Metro Boomin will comment on this by saying, you're instigating. No, I'm not instigating. Okay, now if you guys didn't see this like tweet, is this tweet up on the academics page? Let me see. Let's see if we can find this bitch chat. Okay, I think we should be able to find it. By the way, salute to Grand Memes, Chat Nigga, all my people who do run this page. Let me see. There was a tweet and delete by Metro Boomin, and I probably got to go to Twitter. Let me just go to Twitter. I'll find it. Which I just thought it was really odd, right? So, okay, here we go. Am I tripping? Or could one of y'all just send me? All right, one of y'all go ahead and send me the tweet. Essentially, it was a tweet about Metro Boomin complaining about, yo, Grant, send me the tweet if you can. Actually, no, mine is here. I'll just post it to my backup page. Or my stream page, actually. Okay, here we go. All right, now chat. So Metro Boomin sent out a tweet. He said, it was actually a response to someone else basically talking about, the nominations and like whatever about, this year's like music that came out and what got nominated, what didn't. And he responded, by the way, if anyone has a full thread, please send that to me because I want to read the full thread. But Metro Boomin tweeted out, yet her loss still keeps winning rap album of the year over Heroes and Villain. If you don't know, Her Loss is an album with Drake and 21 Savage, and that's why I thought it was weird. Why would you ever critique or point out that you're like 21 Savage is Metro Boomin's mans? Why would you bring it up that your mans is winning over you and making it seem like maybe you should have won? Anyway, proof that award shows are just politics and not for me. I don't care about awards, honestly. The true award and reward is knowing that the music I spend so much time on brings joys to people's everyday lives. Again, he put that out. He later deleted the tweet. People also are speculating that Drake unfollowed him. If you look now, Drake doesn't follow him, but I don't know if Drake followed him to begin with. So we're in this clusterfuck of figuring out what's going on. Now, clearly, I'm telling y'all this is the fact. I don't know what the issue is with Metro and Drake. It's kind of weird. I've played videos on videos and videos before that you could hear Metro kind of seeming a little bit salty, even when he was defending taking Drake off trance, right? Metro, Drake trance, right? Like he had an interview where someone was asking him, right? And this was his response.
Because Drake, obviously, that his verse leaked this week. Why did that version not make the album?
Really, it was a song I had did with Travis and Thug originally for my album. I was just in the studio with Drake one time, and he just wanted to hear some songs from my album. Then he heard that one and really wanted to get on it. But like I was letting him know that it was really just done for real. He had hit me and was just like, man, let me see if it's just anything he could add to it. And he was like, if you don't like it, then whatever. So he did some stuff. A couple parts was cool, but like I just felt like just even with like Slime verse and Trav verse and the outro, it was just already like it just really wasn't no room.
Yeah.
The reason why Metro didn't put
Okay.
Drake on
Now, I think people have obviously seen that Metro don't really F with Drake like that. I just don't know why. It's confusing. They're running the same circles. Metro produces for Future a lot. Drake has done a collab album with Future. Metro did a huge collaboration with one of the first collaborations with 21 Savage that really got him popping. Yet him and Drake just did a collab. Metro and Drake don't get along. I don't know what it is. I wish I did. But when you see comments like this, I think this is where it gets messy. And I'm pretty sure he deleted it because he realized that his hate was kind of coming a little bit too forward. By you trying to hate on Drake, you've hated on your own man, which is 21 Savage. 21 Savage is part of the Her Loss collab. You're hating on the nigga. When you saying Her Loss keeps winning, you know that's Drake and 21, right? If it's winning album of the year, you should be happy that your man's is winning. By the way, all of these records that you have, and I don't know if it's a producer thing. Obviously he's one of the best producers, of our generation. But I don't know if he's also gotten a sense of big-headedness where he believes he's more important than the artist. In hip-hop, even though as a contributor, these producers really matter, engineers matters, everybody really matters. But it's still a rapper's game. You know what I mean? Like, no matter, Metro Boomin will never be more important than 21 Savage or Future or whoever he gives a beat to. It just doesn't go like that. The person who gets the accolades are usually the artists. And I don't know if that's maybe one of the things why he's, kind of at least seemingly looking like he don't fuck with Drake or whatever the case is, but it seems odd, right? Now, again, he deleted this tweet. We didn't see 21 commented on it. We didn't see Drake commented on it, even though people did say they're claiming Drake unfollowed him, which I've never seen Drake unfollow someone, I'm going to be honest with you. So, I don't know. I really don't know what it means. I'm watching what some of y'all are saying about this. And by the way, give me 1 second. If you guys have sent it a donation via YouTube or whatever, I'll be reading all those, but also I'll be reading the comment sections on Rumble, Twitch, and of course YouTube and Facebook. Give me 1 second. Trying to pull the comment section, sorry. Somebody said he's mad at no infinite. Somebody said just collect the checks and shut up. It's something going on. Now, here's the thing, though. I'm not going to come in dick riding like some of y'all might expect. Again, I don't know Drake either. Everything I've heard about Drake, though, Drake is a petty motherfucker. And I have to imagine that maybe something maybe personally happened between them because I can't think it has anything to do with just work. Again, if Drake's a nigga who's the type to try to fuck your bitch, do all the type of shit, I can't vouch for him not doing nothing, right? But it's just odd that Metro seems to be like he's bringing the pettiness to the public now because we can see through these veiled comments. We can see through some of the other stuff he's doing. You don't fuck with a dude. Are you going to tell us why? He probably won't. He deletes the tweets. But something is up with that, okay? Now, a lot of people, I keep seeing people saying that Drake responded on an IG story, right? Let's kind of go to that. All right. I'm about to just bring this out. Let me see. Drake. Metro. People believe he responded with this line right here, right? So this was a story by Drake. He said, yo, damn, little man's, I'm just trying to do me. If the record's 2 million, I'm just trying to move 3. Now, obviously, he's referencing Heart in the City, but I still don't know. Let me see. Jay-Z, Heart of the City. I don't know if, let me look up the lyrics. Was Jay dissing anybody on that song? Right here. Here we go. Here we go. The record's 2 mil. I'm just trying to move 3. Get a couple clicks. Damn, little man. Who's he talking about? Was he beefing like Mobb Deep back then still? The record's 2 million, Shot Move 3. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a diss to Metro Boomin. Help me. Said, read the next line. Get a couple chicks, try to do E. How the fuck does that have to do anything with Metro Boomin? Get a couple chicks, get them try to do E. Hopefully they'll menage before I reach my garage. I don't want much. Fuck, I drove every car. Some nice cooked food, some nice clean drawers. Bird ass niggas. I don't mean to ruffle y'all. I know you waiting in the wing when I'm trying to do my thing. Where? It's at the beginning of the verse. First the fat. Nah, you would have just put that up. First the fat boys break up. Now every day I wake up, somebody got a problem with Hove. What's up? Y'all niggas all fed up because I got a little cheddar and my records moving out the store. Here's the thing. Drake still raps on Metro beats. Didn't Metro produce on Her Loss? Am I tripping? Let's look it up. Her Loss discography. Okay. I'm pretty sure Metro produced at least one song. Yeah, Metro did more M's. Look, it says it right here. Metro Boomin, more M's. Is that the only song he did? I feel like you would have did more. Drake dissed him on the song with Trav. I feel like y'all are reaching there. I obviously we know they don't fuck with each other. Like, I know that's a fact. But I think y'all are reaching with some of the lyrics responses. I don't think that's what it is. Anyway, Metro, listen, man. You don't have to like Drake. You don't have to like anybody in the industry. But I do know you don't like when people talk about you like I'm talking about you. You've said many times you don't want me to talk about you, right? Here's the thing. If you're going to be just sneak hating and sneak dissing or hating somebody, whatever, don't make it that damn obvious. Like, it's clear that you find some issue with Drake's project or you think your project was better than his. Whatever the case is, it looks messy because you still work with Drake. And whether it's by your choice or not, you're still making beats and he's still on it. Y'all share some of the same friends. You're very good or very cool with Future. Very cool with 21 Savage. He's done collab albums with both. So get it together, my brother. Okay. All right. Everybody keeps saying Diddy is done. Rumble is down. No way. Is Rumble down? Don't tell me Rumble's down. No, we still rocking. Ooh, it did freeze. Oh my God. Is it frozen? What the fuck? Hey, I apologize if Rumble is kind of giving some issues real quick. Hold on. It's lagging? All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can do anything on my side, but I don't know. It's not, I don't want to say it. I won't blame Rumble either, so, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let me get busy. All right, cool. If you're watching on Rumble, at least for now, I don't know why the lag is. Just hop on Twitch real quick or hop on YouTube. Let's give it up about this Diddy situation, all right? Yo, Diddy, man, you done fucked up, brother. Diddy done fucked up. Now, here's the thing. before we get into this Diddy thing, I've been having a lot of conversations and a lot of people been saying, yo, Act, Diddy is done. I've been in denial. I'm saying he's not done. Diddy has had the same reason all these other media niggas is pussy to talk about him is because they know he'll be back. Right? Put it like this. The only time you're ever going to hear a motherfucker talk about Diddy is when they see criminal charges. You know why? Because that money's long. And all these little civil suits, he could pay or will pay everybody to shut the fuck up, change their story, or just basically claim they lied. Only a criminal lawsuit, or not a lawsuit, but a criminal charge that people think he will go to jail, that's when you're going to get everybody jumping out of the woodworks like, oh yeah, let me speak about him. The rest of these niggas, they're completely shook, right? I don't know the truth. I'm not here to convict him or not, but shit, things keep coming out about the dude, right? Now, there's a new allegation coming out. This is about, I believe, the 4th allegation that's came out about Diddy. And before we even get there, man, you know, we've kind of done some recapping before. And salute to Art of Dialogue, but I thought Diddy was about to have a decent week going into this week because I didn't think there was going to be any more allegations. If you don't know why the allegations came out, in New York State, there's a statute and there's a law that actually allows for older cases that have to do with sexual assault and such nature. You could file within, like, they put a 1-year moratorium on it, which means there's a 1-year grace period that if you miss the window or the statute of limitations in terms of filing that civil suit, you can file within that year. Bunch of lawsuits came out, bunch of people got clipped. Essentially, Diddy was one of those people, but he got 3 lawsuits against him. The period was done, so we obviously saw him pay out Cassie. The other two, he don't look like he's gonna pay out. So we're like, all right, fuck it. Like, yeah, it is what it is, right? Now, with all that being said, we found another fucking lawsuit. Now, before we get into it, his bodyguard Gene Deal been like really spilling like tea, if you want to call it that. But listen to all this shit right here.
You being around Diddy, right? You know, you was working for Diddy for a long time. You seen a lot. You know, you told me that he was a swinger, you know, him being a part of orgies. And out of curiosity, right? You know, you being around Diddy so long, I'm sure at some point he offered you something. Have he ever offered a female to you or offered you to join an orgy or anything?
Bro, we was on a tour bus one time. He had 2 snow bunnies. We picked them up in Dallas. One of the NBA basketball players introduced him to it. He asked me to go get something. I went and got it. He said, yo, Gene, they want to F you, while he was laying in the bed with both of them. And I said, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm all right. And walked out. That's the only time. And then we ended up taking those snow bunnies to Atlanta, right, with us. They went all the way from Texas to Atlanta. And when we got out the bus, it was funny as I was dying. As soon as we got the bus, the snow bunnies was coming off with Puff. And these girls stopped. And they said, I know that ain't Sean Puffy Combs with 2 white girls. Some girls was yelling that out. Yo, those girls are on the next thing flying back to Dallas. After all them other guys had used them on the bus. They might put in a suit against them. Even though they was strippers from the club.
Damn.
Because they would go in the bathrooms, like they'll come in, because he had the big suite back there in the tour bus. They'll come out in the bathroom and God bless the dead, whoop, and I ain't gonna call the other person's name. They would take them in the bathroom, misuse them, to send them back there to Puff. That was crazy. It ain't funny, but that's what was happening.
So I gotta ask you, right? Because you was working for Diddy around this time when him and Jennifer Lopez broke up. And we all know that she broke up with him and she started dating one of her dancers. And it's the same situation with Diddy and Cassie, where she broke up with him and she started dating the trainer. So how's that like?
Hey, chat. this is something I've only found out a few days ago. Y'all probably thought, because, we've been covering this Diddy shit a lot, right? Y'all probably thought I knew this. I didn't know this. Yo, they did a Tim Duncan I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm Diddy, again, let me bring it back. If I'm Cassie, if you got that $30 million, shorty, get the fuck out of Dodge, man. Like, nigga, I'd be moving to, like, Antarctica. You gonna catch me in, like, New Zealand, Zimbabwe, or some shit like that. You gotta catch me, like, off the coast of Africa, nigga. You gonna catch me in Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast. Like, you ain't gonna catch me in no motherfucking, like, you know what I mean? Like, Beverly Hills. Fuck out of here. You know why? I didn't realize this. So let's do the math. So apparently, Diddy was with Cassie from 2006 to like 2017, like 11-year relationship, okay? So Diddy and Cassie are together for literally 11 years, okay? When she leaves Diddy, and I'm guessing she left Diddy or however it got broken up in 2017, less than like a year and a half afterwards, she's spitting out a kid. Like, she pregnant already for another nigga. Now, I always found it weird, but I didn't know this was supposedly, and it's alleged, apparently, Diddy had hired her a trainer. Like, which, by the way, I know I got bread and shit like that. I'll never hire my bitch a trainer. Hell nah. Bitch, you better go run. Just start running around the blocks, man. Hell nah. I'm not hiring no nigga to train. Like, anyway, apparently, Diddy hired her new husband. This is what's being alleged. Diddy hired the nigga to train his girl, no pun intended, but like, he was a trainer. She started fucking him on the side and realized Diddy ain't shit and left Diddy and now married to him. So there was an article that I seen. Look, Cassie, Diddy, Alex Fine, trainer. Let's see. Here we go. Look. This is why I said, that money he gave her, he might want to kill her. Just on some real shit. Like, you got to be honest. First of all, we were doing free calls for 11 years. Shit was sweet. And then you left, so you fucked up the free calls. No more free calls because you want to leave. Not only did you leave, the nigga you're leaving to go fuck is the guy who I paid to be your personal trainer. So I hired a nigga to help train you to get in good shape and all that shit. That must have been before the BBL era, because these hoes definitely do not get no type of training. All they do is go to Dr. Miami and take a couple selfies, and all of a sudden these bitches come back with these, like, I be going through Miami. They be coming through with the little girdles or whatever the fuck they got going on. Anyway, check this out. If I'm Diddy, I'm tight as shit. You fucked the nigga when I paid him to be a trainer. Now you left me for that nigga. Now you broke. You came back and sued me. I had to pay you $30 million and the same fucking trainer you still with. Anyway, check this out. Read this. And by the way, this is an old article. This was from January 9th, 2019. So let's read this article real quick, right? Sean Diddy Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura went on Instagram official with professional bull rider Alex Fine, but the relationship might not be as new as it appears. At least Diddy don't think so. The music mogul, which at that time was 49, believes that Cassie, who was 32, cheated on him with Fine, a source told People. Ventura just introduced her new boo to the followers on Saturday when she posted up a photo of herself with Fine sharing a kiss on the lips, but both of them have known each other for months, the source says. The pair met when Diddy hired the nigga to be her personal trainer before the split was announced in October, the insider claims. The source says, why Diddy believed there was absolutely an overlap. Cassie wanted a personal trainer. Diddy hired Alex for her. Then Cassie and Alex started hooking up before the relationship with Diddy was over. Her Instagram post of the dude also included a shot of her mother from blah, blah, blah. Okay. So basically, this was one of the pictures that I guess she shared around that time. She was like, yo, she got a new man. Yeah, Diddy might got to put some money on that nigga head. That nigga took your bitch, fucked her, and then got her to turn around and sue your ass for $30 million? Nah, hell nah. That ain't a Diddy I know. Diddy, you gotta get this nigga clap. Facts. You gotta get this nigga clap. This Alex Fine nigga, he gonna be doing personal training nigga in hell or some shit like that. Fuck that. Imagine a personal trainer taking your bitch. This is crazy, man. Okay. Anyway, I don't know if you guys knew this story. Anyway, let's get back to Gene Deal.
Back there when you was working for Diddy and he broke up with, Jennifer Lopez. And how did he react to that?
Well, first and foremost is that he was trying to get Jennifer back, and she was using her personal assistant to let him know wherever Jennifer was at. That's why when Jennifer said that she'll pop up, one time she popped up and she was somebody. There was I think 100 dozen roses. Who buys a chick 100 dozen roses or something like that? And it was because her personal assistant at the time had some kind of lead. Her personal assistant had some kind of what you call it, owed Diddy something. I don't know what she owed him, but she would let Diddy know whatever.
Okay. Let me give this a pause real quick. Chat, I want to explore an alternate theory. I want to see if y'all rock with me or think this is possible. By the way, we're not here. I want everybody who's watching, because I have so many amazing chat queens who watch me. Trust me, I'm in y'all corner. I'm a feminist. Listen, ask for the women. Don't you worry. I'm not here defending Diddy. I'm not here to try to make him look good or whatever the case is. I'm here, again, we haven't seen much proof. Obviously, he paid, which is kind of almost like you kind of look guilty when you pay up before you go to court. But we don't really know exactly what's going on. Now, here's the thing. There's many allegations, right? Obviously the allegation of is Diddy gay. I don't give two fucks about that. It appears like Diddy might like dick, balls, pussy, whatever. You know what I mean? He likes whatever, right? I don't know that to be true. I'm just assuming based on what I've heard, based on these allegations, right? Now, let's continue. The reason why I want to bring this up, and I'm about to play a no jumper clip, but I'm about to play a no jumper clip with Whack 100 talking about Diddy. And it was kind of interesting how Whack kind of, he had an interesting perspective on it. His perspective was this. Listen. And just hear it out. He said Diddy might have been beating her ass and been really abusive. From the Kim Porter thing, people are now saying that there's a history of abuse when it comes to Diddy. So the putting hands on her, all that type of stuff, that probably was true, right? However, he was saying he wasn't gonna instantly jump on the belief of the freak off shit that she wasn't with it. Because he's saying which person is, again, it's not like she's tied and locked in a dungeon. Who willingly does a freak off for 12 years? Even if you're saying it's under duress, who does a freak off for 12 years with a nigga only after the 12 years to say, oh, you weren't down with the freak offs? So basically she's saying, hey, basically what he's saying, and you're going to hear what he says. The kinky, freaky, sexy stuff or sex stuff, she was down with it. Obviously, she wasn't down with her getting her ass beat. Let's see if we could extract that. You guys let me react to this, okay? I want to hear you guys react.
The liquor already is kind of like what it is. The minute those ads start being pulled, what happens with Revolt, right? And him being sitting in that seat will force, all it takes is that major ad to pull out and they go public and say, we have, pulled out our ad campaign with Revolt, and then somebody like No Jumper reports that company has pulled out, it's over with. So he did the best thing he should have. He should have did that initially. A lot of things he should have did. He should have just took care of Cassie and when she asked for it. And he should have been, at the time that Cassie happened, he should have stepped down then.
Okay, he's about to get to it.
He tried to save himself by settling the suit right away, right?
Yeah, but he's cold feet about the driver. So me and you make a decision that we got to get rid of the driver, right?
Okay.
Years go by. It was me, you, and the driver.
Okay, great. He's making a good point here, Chad. Just listen.
See, she extorted him.
That's a very big accusation. Wack claims the way Cassie went about this was extortion. Listen to this.
You're comfortable calling it extortion
I'm
based
gonna
on
tell
what?
you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Adam, if me and you went on a robbery, it was me, you, and the driver, right?
Right.
And in the commission, no, we can't say that because what I'm about to say, I ain't my homies.
He looks
never
like
know
a good
that.
driver right now.
No. In the
Okay.
commission of the robbery, we leave and we start to get like cold feet about the driver. So me and you make a decision that we got to get rid of the driver, right?
Okay.
Years go by. Yeah, Adam, I need $1 million before I start talking about that robbery. You know what happened that night? And I stop. Now, the world hears robbery. But you know what happened that night. You know it's a shallow grave somewhere, right?
Now, what Wack is saying makes a lot of sense if you think about it. It's a little bit, it's layered. He's saying, and I know I'm recapping what he said, you and the guy go to do a robbery. Remember, the story is the robbery. But you have a driver. Y'all think the driver might be a snitch. Maybe he's not about that life. This and third. You're like, damn, we got to tie up a loose end. Let's kill the driver too. The driver gets killed during the robbery. Y'all bury him somewhere. Y'all go y'all separate ways. Robbery complete. Years down the line, somebody comes up and says, yo, give me $1 million. You're like, I ain't even know $1 million. So, all right, well, shit, you're kind of popular. I'm going to tell everybody about the robbery. Now, of course, the public is going to be like, what? So-and-so used to be doing a robbery, but you know in your back of your mind, the real story ain't the robbery. The real story is that y'all killed the driver, and the driver is buried down the road. And I guess he's saying that Cassie didn't put out anything real in that lawsuit, but she put enough that she could get the money to get out of there. Here we go.
With the driver in it.
Okay.
I need $1 million. Right? Now, let's fast forward to what Cassie did. Yes, he would have me go get the male prostitutes, and he would strip naked and masturbate while filming us. She stopped.
True.
You know what Puffy knows? And after I got done with the male prostitute, then he would join in, and I would grab the camera and film them. Right? She put enough out there to let him know I'm not playing, I'm about to tell it all.
So you think that he was getting it in with these dudes too?
I think Puffy did nothing wrong when it comes to their sexual acts. If she was with it, he paid to keep the embarrassment from coming out.
Do you think he's that embarrassed about fucking with dudes?
Puffy has a fucking ego. He has children.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying? I don't think it's just about him. And I think, remember, a person's gonna fire the smaller gun first. Can you only imagine the other things that she would have began to talk about?
Because when that case came out, that's what I was telling Lena. I'm like, just imagine
I
what
said
they're
he
going
gonna
to put
settle in
out.
24 hours.
I'm like, what are they going to put out about him next week? What are they going to put out the week after that? Because you know that they're not giving you everything all at once, even though it's a suit. You know they got all kinds of shit ready to go. This is not like a one and done.
I think Wack made a lot of sense here, and I don't think people thought about it like that. Basically to say, and I actually now believe this. I believe Cassie threw herself on the sword to save Diddy's reputation, but I think she was smart enough to know Diddy would have to pay her, and even though she wouldn't get to tell the full story, the mere fact that she went public, because all the dominoes are falling now, every other woman who ever dealt with him and experienced anything of the sort was going to come forward. So if you're talking about justice for Cassie, we keep seeing allegations come up, right? But do I believe Wack in what he's saying about she ain't come out with the whole joint and she basically teased it? Yeah, kind of. Here we go.
Puffy, whatever he was doing with her sexually, that was consensual. But the things that were probably going on were probably bringing embarrassment to him and his family.
So, I mean, like, you don't believe that she was really, like, getting mentally tortured by him for all those years? Because that's kind of what she was saying.
You know, I believe that it's been 5 years. Let's get it. You know, I'm tired of no disrespect. You got caught fucking the trainer that Puffy was paying for. So let's not paint her as a fucking angel.
That's how they fell out.
He's the one who reminded me of that. He's the one who reminded me of that.
This is a fact.
Maybe that was her just trying to find a way out.
She have 2 kids. She's sitting back and she's watching Young Miami getting assistance from Puff with her career, which is something she was looking to happen.
While he impregnates other women.
Right. Puff always had an understanding with his female that it just ain't me and you. Even with Young Miami, I don't think it's just those 2 things. She plays her position.
Yeah, he's been pretty clear about that.
Whatever that may be, right? Young Miami, she's pretty strong-willed. She's going to accept what she's going to accept, and that's...
Aisha Kane, by the way, thank you for that comment, and trust me, I'm reading everything you guys are saying. You're saying there's no proof she cheated. Okay, that's a valid point. I'm going to have to look into that a little bit more. But let's just be logical, and I'll ask you this question because I know as a man how I would think, right? If I hired a nigga to be around my girl, and I don't care if she didn't cheat, if we broke up and she got with that nigga that I hired for her, which means she only met him because I hired that nigga, I'm gonna think some spooky shit was up. I don't give a fuck what she says. As a man, I think that's very feasible. If I introduced you to, like, it's like your girl cheating on you. If you introduce your girl to the dude she ends up fucking, you feel probably 50 times worse because you feel like you brought the nigga to the table that she could fuck. Do you get what I'm saying?
That's what it is, right? But I think you know exactly what was going on when it comes to the sexual activities 14, 15 years. That's like your wife 15 years from now saying, I didn't want to. I did it because you made me feel like I had to.
Right.
And you like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's a little different with you because your shit's televised.
And she got me into porn.
Okay, by the way, I'm reading Aisha, by the way, thank you for your comment, by the way, and I want everybody to, we got to be very welcoming and nice to our chat queens because they're continuing these conversations. These conversations we can't have just in an echo chamber of men. We actually do need women opinions and voices to really debate with, right? Aisha says, what everyone's forgetting is that Cassie was an employee and she sued not only Diddy, but his companies that have shareholders. Think about this from a legal standpoint. Okay, so you're making that point that I think we already debunked. Okay. Yes, she was an employee, right? But as I said, these companies did not settle. The only person, if you ask me, this is, again, I'm not no professional, but I'm just a guy with common sense. It sounds good. Of course you're going to sue these other companies. Put it like this. Right? I went to watch Ice Spice perform, and she was an opener for Doja Cat. It was at the Prudential Center. Okay? I go in there, and let's say, God forbid, Freddie Gibbs and 15 of his goons was there. Right? They all jumped on me, beat the brakes off of me, and shit, in the process, like, I got a punctured lung. The lawsuit that I'm gonna file, I'm suing Doja Cat, Ice Spice, Prudential Center, Live Nation, Freddie Gibbs, everybody getting sued. So I know y'all are kind of like focusing on this whole Cassie thing and saying, oh, she's not just suing under, like, that's what I think is false. She's not suing under under employment law. That's not what her lawsuit is solely based on. She is suing companies, but she's suing because, and if you read the allegations in her lawsuit, it's not saying, hey, I wasn't an employee and my employer was stepping out of bounds. That was not how it was even alleged. It was saying, hey, I was in a relationship that was coerced. Yes, there might have been a power dynamic, which was work, but the big thing is that this person took advantage of me, R-worded me, beat my ass, and these other things. Like, I don't know why I keep mentioning work. If she was talking about just employment, her lawsuit would have been primarily based on talking about employment. Second of all, here's another thing about this whole employment thing that people don't want to even acknowledge, right? So, as an artist, let me ask y'all a question. Do you think NBA YoungBoy is an employee of and this is where we get on this little weird thing where Sharp was trying to think he won a wager against me. Do you think NBA YoungBoy is an employee of Capitol Records? Now, I would say the answer to that is very tricky. Like, these aren't people that report to HR. Like, if you're a 1099 worker, you are a contracted person. You're not a person reporting to HR. You're not a person adhering to, like, you know what I mean, these HR rules about, like, sexual assault and, like, you know what I mean, workplace harassment. These are a bunch of rappers, my nigga, and, like, you're signing people. So if you think that, put it like this, if everybody's claiming that Cassie's just suing over employment law, bro, every rapper would sue and get a check settled by an insurance company because of that. Lil Pump, he was 16 years old, got signed to a major label. They had drugs around him. They put him in dangerous situation. You think if he had asked one of the workers at the time at Warner, hey, I want to get a pint of, I don't know, wok or whatever the fuck was. Is that lean? I don't know. Give me some lean or give me some liquor. He's underage. They'll do it. You don't think they'll do it? They'll do it. Why don't he sue then? If it's that lucrative, because we're all believing that Cassie got the bag, but everybody's now claiming it's employment law, or employment is because she was an employee why she got a check. Bro, everybody would sue these fucking companies. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The point is this: Diddy paid. Okay, that nigga knew he was fucked. He paid up, and now it's in a situation where once you open a rabbit hole, everybody else want payment. And he's saying, fuck out of here. I'm done paying. Then I ask y'all, insurance companies don't know nothing about nothing. If they're going to sell a Cassie shit, why they ain't sell the other two? And if they sell the one, why not? There's one that jumped out today. Why not sell this one too? Again, stop thinking that insurance paid for Diddy. Diddy cut the fucking check. You literally heard Cassie's lawyer. We were asking this nigga for money for 5 months. They're not talking and bartering with his insurance company. They're talking to him. Now, perhaps maybe there's an insurance play in place to possibly pay these other people who ain't get settled. But for a settlement in 24 hours, Diddy paid, bro. Stop it. Anyway, I'm going to play like 2 more minutes of this, and then we'll get back to the new thing, which is the allegation about Diddy.
For the record, she already had porn star dreams when I met her.
Listen, but if she was to come out and do that, right, they would scrutinize you. Right, the only difference between you and Puff,
and all she got to do is say it.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter that it makes no sense, and that every single person who was around would say, "Nah, that's not how it happened." Yeah,
30% of the world is going to believe it, regardless of what you say.
Probably more than that,
right?
Yeah.
But I think with you, all the other shit ain't going on. You know, Puff them. You know, it's a lot of rumors out there that, you know, it's a lot of other shit going on. Who knows where the story would have led to?
So when you were saying party on that academics interview, were you talking about gay shit, or were you more talking about just weird, freaky shit?
All of it in general, because when he says party, the way he's saying it, like he said it to Fabulous, it leads us as heterosexual men to say, Fabulous just said, nah, we partied together. We was at Live. Shout out to Headliner Mike. And he's like, nah, Playboy, me and you, a party. So that's why I'm like, Puff, please go online and define what a party is. Because now it's sounding like you want to get up close and personal, or a little too personal with that individual. And now we're hearing Cassie, right? Him ask.
Okay, so we kind of got like the gist of that, right? Now, before we get into this news story, we should point out a few things that's happening. Diddy's in turmoil. Diageo the liquor company, that they have, give me 1 second, I'm going to bring it up. They have since cut ties with Diddy, with Ciroc. So if you buy Ciroc anymore, which I don't know how them ending their relationship is going to affect these flavors. The business that I was told, Diddy's never owned Ciroc. He doesn't get a percentage from Ciroc, the main flavor. However, when he would bring on, we got Ciroc coconut or Ciroc pineapple, he would get a percentage off those sales, right? And he didn't own it, but he would get a percentage off the sales because they would look at him like as a marketer. They would allow him to, quote unquote, bring it to market. He would be like, yo, Diddy, you know what I mean? Take that, all that shit. Yo, I'm about to bring this to market. Bet. Whatever. Cool. They have ended that relationship. So he's supposedly not getting paid from Ciroc anymore if they've cleaned up those other, as I said, like Ciroc, like pineapple or whatever. They probably either said, hey, you're not getting paid no more because of whatever, and obviously he's suing for it. But now the only thing that's left with them is De Leon. De Leon is a tequila, right? Actually, have I tasted De Leon? I don't know if I have. But this is a joint venture. This is different than Ciroc. Diddy owns part of De Leon. He never owned Ciroc. Now, because he's been the face of many things, he has control of the marketing budget because they've marketed this thing with his face and likeness. According to Rolling Stones now, Diageo is saying that Diddy has become so toxic, at least on the mainstream level, that the 3 sexual assault lawsuits, which is before the one we're going to read today, which is the 4th, that it would be unfair for a judge to grant his request to have control, which he usually does, of an incoming $15 million marketing budget for the year of 2024. They want to take him away from being the person that not only controls the money, but is the face of the brand. Do I think that brand will survive without Diddy being the face? No. But they're in a tough position. How do you market this brand if Diddy's not the face? And shit, the company Diageo, who owns, by the way, they own De Leon. They own other great liquor companies or tequilas too. So, for example, they own, I think maybe Casamigos. I could be wrong, but I definitely know they own like Espolòn or something like that. So it's like if you're a tequila drinker, there's many more popular, way more popular tequilas than De Leon that they own. So for them, they wanted Diddy just to get black people into De Leon, right, or into tequila. Not necessarily they needed him to like sell tequila, period. Anyway. All right, so this happened. It said liquor giant Diageo says Diddy has become so toxic in the wake of the 3 sexual assault lawsuits filed against him. It would be unfair for a judge to grant his request for a control over incoming $50 million marketing budget for De Leon. In a letter obtained to the court, they say that his plans to plaster his face on new ads for the premium spirit would be devastating. The disturbing allegations against Mr. Combs set forth in these lawsuits underscore any De Leon campaign featuring Mr. Combs and will compound and amplify the harm that he's already caused De Leon. You got to remember also, based on what not Aaron Hall, but actually was it Aaron Hall? Mark Curry. He came out and said, yo, we used to go to the club and they used to have liquor bottles, but it would be 2 different liquor bottles. One liquor bottle has regular alcohol. The other liquor bottle has some spiked stuff for women. Like, whoa. If that was somebody that worked for you, that was closely related to you, I could see any liquor company saying, bro, you can't promote liquor right now. Like, people are thinking if you're like fucking drugging women, like, no fuck, like you're going to hurt our bottom line. Anyway. The disturbing allegations against Diddy set forth an allegation underscore blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's some more. The new letter identifies Combe, 3 accusers, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. All right. So they're kind of resistant to it. Now, before I get to what Diddy said, and Diddy actually finally responded today. He said enough is enough. Before I get to that, I should play, or actually, let me finish this clip, and then I'll pull up this new lawsuit against Diddy, right?
Wherever Jennifer was at, so he could do something. He was trying to get Luther Vandross over there to sing to her. You know what I'm saying? He was gonna sing. He was trying to get Luther Vandross over there to sing to Jennifer. You know, so but Jennifer wasn't going for that because she had went through enough of his bull crap. Even when we come to the studio and there's like mad girls up in there and they being disrespectful or whatever like that, he was trying to convince her that, you know, because he was in the industry, he had to have mad girls up in the studio and everything like that. And then it was time that she tried to confide and talk to me, but I would tell her, I'm not a...
Okay, all right. You still want some other shit. Okay, so we do have the lawsuit here, and let me kind of pull it up. So we're going to see what this fourth person is saying about Diddy. Okay? Here we go. So, it was filed actually yesterday or today if you're on the West Coast. And it says, Jane Doe. By the way, so this person is not going to reveal their name. We don't know if they're popular. We don't know if they're famous. We don't know nothing about them. So we're going to have to, again, people who are victims of certain, potential crimes could use the Jane Doe plaintiff label to file the lawsuit, even though once we get into it, their name will be known, even though the court could try to redact it or seal that. Okay. Anyway, this is some real person, but anyway, they're suing. It's Jane Doe versus Sean Combs, Harv Peer, who by the way just got recently sued too, Third Assailant, which probably is a company, Daddy House Recording Inc., and Bad Boy Entertainment. They're always gonna sue the company. Okay. Let's read it. So it says on November 16, 2023, Cassie filed a 35-page lawsuit exposing Sean Combs for subjecting her to a nearly decade of physical, sexual, and emotional abuse, punctuated by rape, sex traffic, and being forced to engage in drug-fueled, non-consensual sexual encounters with other men. Ordinarily, when a lawsuit such as hers is filed that involve events that took place long ago, witnesses are few and far in between, and evidence is hard to muster. Not so for the claims being brought against Mr. Combs. Within minutes of the filings, salient facts of Ms. Ventura's claims were confirmed by the various witnesses, including a rival musician whose car Mr. Combs blew up, as well as various individuals who observed Mr. Combs beat Cassie. Only a few days later, two other lawsuits were filed against Mr. Combs. In one, Joy Dickerson Neal alleged that Mr. Combs drugged and sexually assaulted her when she was a college student. The other lawsuit accused Mr. Combs and singer Aaron Hall of forcing the plaintiff and another unidentified woman into a non-consensual sex. At the same time, a fourth lawsuit was filed, this one against Mr. Combs' companies and defendant Harv Peer, the longtime president of Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings, Inc., Bad Boy. The suit alleges that Mr. Peer used his position of power at Bad Boy to groom and sexually assault his former assistant, and that Bad Boy looked the other way at the time. This is now the fifth. Oh, wow, I thought it was fourth. It's in the fifth lawsuit against Mr. Combs in the last 3 weeks. Incredibly, the allegations brought by Miss Doe are, in many ways, even more egregious than those brought by his prior victims. Specifically, in 2003, when she was only 17 years old and in the 11th grade, Miss Doe was sex trafficked and gang raped by Mr. Combs, Mr. Peer, and a third assailant. In short, when she was just a teenager, Miss Doe met Mr. Peer and a third assailant in a lounge in Detroit, Michigan. While at the lounge, Mr. Peer insisted that he was the best friends with Diddy and even called Diddy with Miss Doe. Diddy convinced Miss Doe, who was half his age at the time, to accompany Mr. Peer and a third assailant on a private jet to come to his studio in New York. So they flew from Detroit, Michigan to New York. Before they left for the private jet, Mr. Peer smoked crack cocaine in a bathroom at a lounge, in which he also sexually assaulted Miss Doe by forcing her to give him oral sex. Mr. Pierre and the third assailant and another gentleman then escorted the high schooler to a private jet, which flew to Teterboro, New Jersey. There were SUVs awaiting the group at Teterboro, and the four of them were driven to Daddy's house recording studio, a studio famously owned and operated by Diddy and Bad Boy. While at the studio, Mr. Combs and his associates, including Mr. Pierre, plied. Is it plied? Did it mean plotted? Oh, supplied. Supplied Miss Doe with drugs and alcohol. I don't know why I said plied, though. Supplied Miss Doe with drugs and alcohol. As night wore on, the 17-year-old Miss Doe became more inebriated, eventually to the point that she could have not possibly consented to having sex with anyone, much less someone twice her age. While at the studio, she was gang raped by Mr. Combs, the third assailant, and Mr. Pierre in that order. While Mr. Combs was raping her, he complained he could not get off unless she pinched his nipples as hard as she could. Mr. Combs then watched as the third assailant, who Miss Doe had not even realized had begun to have sex with her, raped her, and as she told him to stop. After the third assailant was finished, Mr. Pierre took his turn at raping her and then violently forced her to give him oral sex, during which she was choking and struggling to breathe. When Mr. Pierre finished, he left Miss Doe in the bathroom alone. Miss Doe fell into fetal position and laid on the floor. Her vagina was in pain. Finally, after a short period of time, she regained her bearings. However, she could barely stand up following the gang rape and had to be helped up and walked out the building back into the car. She was taken back to the airport and flown back to Michigan. However, she has very limited recollection of her transport home and only remembers being in her car sometime early that morning. Unlike many victims who have came forward after decades, she could prove that she not only met Mr. Combs that night, but was in a studio in New York City with him on that night. Remember, when viewing these, she was 17 years old. This is her sitting on his lap. This is her at the studio. This is PD, Puff Daddy. Another picture here. Another picture here. Looked like she might be in a booth. Miss Doe had lived with her memories of the fatal night for 20 years, during which time... Oh, give me 1 second. During which time she has suffered extreme emotional distress that has impacted nearly every aspect of her life, her personal relationships, and said, given the brave women who have came forward against Miss Combs and Mr. Pierre in the recent weeks, she's doing the same. To that end, she's bringing this action to seek injunctive, declaratory, and monetary relief against the defendants in violation of the Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence and Protection Law, Gender-Motivated Violence Act, New York City, admin code, blah, blah, blah. The court has jurisdiction over the matter, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Here's some interesting things. Jane Doe currently is a citizen of Canada. Sean Combs is a citizen of the state of California, and Harv Pierre is a citizen of New York. The third assailant, upon the belief, is a citizen of New York City. The defendant, Daddy's House Recording, is a music and media and entertainment company founded and owned by Sean Combs. At the time, so in 2003, she was 17 and an 11th grader. At the time, Diddy was 34 and twice her age. Wow. It's kind of getting a little bit sticky right here, right? At the time, Mr. Combs had many connections to Michigan, including, among others, to the Black Mafia family, BMF. Okay, this is just an allegation. On the evening in question, Ms. Doe was with friends in the lounge when she was approached by who she learned was Mr. Pierre. Mr. Pierre was with his own friends, including the third assailant. Mr. Pierre and the third assailant and their friends were dressed in suits. Mr. Pierre repeatedly complimented her appearance, saying that she was hot among other things. He then began talking about his self-described best friend and brother, Mr. Combs. Specifically, Mr. Pierre continually stated Mr. Combs would love to meet Miss Doe. Even called Diddy and put her on the line. Diddy told her that he would love to meet her and that she should accompany him to New York in a private jet. Shortly thereafter, he directed her to go with him to the bathroom in the lounge. That's Mr. Pierre, actually. And once inside the bathroom, they're saying that Mr. Pierre began to smoke crack cocaine from what appeared to be an aluminum can. After he finished smoking, Mr. Pierce suddenly took out his penis, demanded her to suck his dick, and forced her head down to perform oral sex. After sexually assaulting her, he directed her to accompany him and whatever to the airport in Pontiac, Michigan, where a signature fixed base operator had prepared a jet to take the four of them to New York City. Wow. How are y'all feeling about this story so far? You think it's cap or y'all think it's true? Upon information and belief, the private jet landed at Teterboro Airport. Upon departing the jet, 2 black SUVs were awaiting the group. Ms. Doe got into an SUV with Mr. Pierre and third assailant, and the other member of the group went in the second SUV. The SUV is brought by the group to Daddy's house recording studio, and a hangout owned and operated by Mr. Combs and Bad Boy. When she arrived, she was escorted in the building where she distinctly remembered a sign for the company, Technicolor. Upon entering the studio, her first encounter with Combs, which is Diddy, at the time she arrived, a female recording artist was using the studio as Diddy and her parents watched on. She finished up shortly after Miss Doe arrived and left. While in the studio section of Daddy's house, Diddy asked her to sit on his lap and take a picture. A copy of the photograph is there. Wow. We could look at it as just a picture, though. Anyway, Mr. Combs, Mr. Pierre, and the third assailant began to ply. What does that mean? Ply Miss Doe, a 17-year-old child at the time, with copious amount of drugs and alcohol. While the evening was a blur, she does recall Diddy, Harvey, and the third assailant hitting on her incessantly, stroking her body and asking to see her ass and telling her how hot and how sexy she was. Various other pictures were taken in the studio that night, leaving no doubt that Miss Doe was in Mr. Combs' New York City studio with Mr. Combs on the night she was R-worded, okay? On the night, as the night wore on, the 17-year-old Miss Doe became, more and more inebriated, eventually to the point that she could not possibly have consented towards sex with anyone, much less someone twice her age. Nevertheless, that evening, Mr. Combs directed Miss Doe to accompany him to the bathroom in the studio. Once there, Diddy removed her skirt and underwear and penetrated from behind with his penis while she was hung over the sink. She did not consent to having sex with him, but he continued thrusting. Some point, Diddy turned her around to face him. He told her that he could not orgasm and asked her to squeeze his nipples as hard as she could to help him get off. He then turned her back around and continued to R-word her. Wow. By this point, Ms. Doe was coming in and out of consciousness because of the drugs and alcohol that she had been given by the defendants. Her next memory was looking up into the mirror above the sink to find the third assailant had replaced Mr. Combs and was raping her from behind. Mr. Combs was watching behind the third assailant. Sexually assault her from a chair outside the bathroom. At this point, she mustered enough energy to tell the third assailant to stop and that she did not want to be having sex with him. The third assailant did not stop and continued to R-word her, even though she didn't have the strength to force her off him. Okay, after the third assailant was finished, he was replaced by Mr. Harv, who began having non-consensual vaginal sex with Mrs. Doe before violently forcing her to give him oral sex. During the latter part of the sexual assault, Mr. Pierre forced his penis into her mouth without consent. She remembers that Mr. Pierre was sweaty and that she had difficulty breathing. It's looking spooky, chat. Okay. When Miss Appear finished, he left her in the bathroom alone. All right. Miss Doe fell into a fetal position, laying on the floor. Her vagina was in pain. Finally, until the period of time, she regained her appearance. And wait. However, she could barely stand up following the gang rape and had to be helped walking out of the building and back into the car. She was taken to an airport, flown back to Michigan. However, she had. Oh wait, I thought I read this part already. Okay. So she's basically admitting that the reason why she's filing this is because she's seen 2 lawsuits go out. One that Diddy settled, and she said the other guy who she said was involved in her story and doing stuff to her, she's, suing because he got sued recently. Okay. Now, I just looked at it. She's not asking for a dollar amount, so it's going to be up to the court. Whatever the court sees fit, which could be anything, right? If he's actually found to be liable. Now, in civil court, it's not about guilty or not guilty. It's about, are you civilly liable for whatever they're suing you about if it's a civil case? So the criteria is much different. Okay. All right. So the prayer for relief, they want a money judgment representing compensatory damages. Okay. They haven't said the amount. This is the lawsuit. And by the way, what's interesting to note is that this law firm is the same law firm, like the exact same law firm that represented Cassie when she got money from Diddy. So they know how to get money from Diddy. And if we're supposed to believe what now we're kind of almost like believing that maybe Cassie didn't come with everything because she knew he was going to settle, maybe even this lawsuit, even though it clearly says the R word and that seems extreme enough, maybe they're also kind of teasing some stuff and hoping to get like a settlement from Diddy. Will Diddy settle here? I think Diddy is going to have to fight every other situation other than Cassie. We get it with Cassie. You used to live with her. You were dating her for like 11 years. It's hard to do or hard to like go against somebody like that. However, he did send out a message today. He said, enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for truth. Sean Diddy Combs. Now, with all due respect, and, again, I'm not anti-Diddy. Even if you think I am, I'm not. I will say this. You see why all these little media personalities are like, oh my God, we can't talk about him. We got to keep him out of the letter of the law. We don't want to get sued. If Diddy was as innocent as them niggas is acting like he's innocent, like, oh no, we don't want to talk about allegations because everybody would have been getting sued. I haven't heard Diddy threaten nobody with a lawsuit. You know why? Because, my nigga, you do know when you sue somebody, you're going to also have to go into court and probably have to do a deposition as well. So I looked at kind of like all this where everybody's acting like, they can't talk about it, so whatever the case is. Diddy has not filed a lawsuit against anyone. He's not even sending out these cease and desist. Now, obviously, he's not having a good time while this whole shit is going on. He's probably really upset. And that note, a lot of people point out, was basically his version of this.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man. This is not about music.
Okay. Crazy, huh? By the way, I'm reading a couple donations off of YouTube. Jeremiah Davis, thank you for the $2. It says, Diddy did fuck a 17-year-old. They said, let's talk about Usher. Are you saying that Diddy fucked Usher? Wow. Mansa Musa, thank you for the $5. It says, damn, Diddy's moving like a Catholic priest. Unfortunately, right? Dragon, thank you for the $5. It says your act call whack on the phone and ask me about Diddy. Y'all could debate this topic of Cassie extorting brother love. I don't necessarily think I would be debating that. I think that's a good point of view because I think you could rationalize it. I wouldn't go as far to try to debate it because I can't stand on anything to say that she didn't. And I'm not saying everything she said maybe have not been the truth. It's just that there was definitely a bag dangling over your head, and it's all about security at that point, right? Who's this? Zotang TV, thank you for the 5. It says, excuse me for asking a stupid question, but why don't these wealthy people just buy escorts or prostitutes? Why do they force women? That's a really good question. Very, a very great question. By the way, the majority of these guys, they pay for vagina anyway. So they do buy their fair share of prostitutes. They do, just straight up give transactions where they're having women just coming to have sex with them or whatever the case is. I think what you're seeing when you say, why do they force women? And I hope this doesn't sound bad on my part, right? But this is what I honestly think. I think for the majority of these guys, including Diddy, this was the culture. Not saying I agree with it, but this was their culture. They used to, we're really, obviously, that feminist era came, I felt like, about 4 or 5 years ago. But as much as people complain about how not equal it is among men and women, I think we've had in our generation, we've had the most progress when it came to that. So when you're saying about, prostitutes and escorts, I think some of these guys, they were just living in what they believed was the most natural way to be. Somebody said, pulling nipples, though? Stop it. Y'all always have me try to, I'm not trying to defend this motherfucker. All I'm trying to say is that, all of these people are weird, bro. They're all into weird sexual shit. And whether it's something found out about now or, 40 years ago, a lot of these people are weird. They're into some other shit. Okay? So when you say, why do they force women? I don't think the majority of rappers, even the ones that have been disgraced, went into any of their situations saying they're going to force a female. I do think that because they might be used to a certain type of culture, and you could call it rape culture if you want it, they may allow certain type of, behavior to kind of go on unchecked. And that's what you're talking about in terms of forcing women, I think. I could be wrong. Okay. All right. And, remember, it's a 17-year-old girl. Like that. Now, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, people. Trying to give you a breakdown about this thing. They claim it's the 5th lawsuit. Give me a second. I'm just trying to figure out if I could get a better. Probably not. By the way, ironically too, have y'all seen this? Remember Ryan Leslie supposedly, I don't know if you guys know the story. Ryan Leslie used to be with Cassie. Diddy takes Cassie away from Ryan Leslie. And it's interesting while, they're having this board meeting in the office. I think it was Ryan Leslie's people filming. This whole time, this is before Diddy started fucking Cassie. This kind of make Diddy look like a slimy guy, bro. Diddy's plotting on Cassie before she's even single.
I wanted to get us all together so we could get this, everybody can hear from me how focused and excited I am about the project. I wanted, Cassie to everybody to meet Cassie. If y'all don't know that. Cassie. And hear the story directly from Mile Miles. And then really get down to some business about just so we can be on the same page of what the plan is as far as from Tommy's concerned and from we're concerned as also a label and Warner Atlantic. So everybody's on the same page.
So you're gonna see, and like, first of all,
shows and stuff to their label, and also as a producer and as a focus and
all
excited
right, just watch these first couple minutes.
about the project. I wanted, Cassie to everybody to meet Cassie. If y'all don't know that.
By the way, he introduces Cassie. Ryan Leslie sitting right here does not introduce Ryan Leslie.
And hear the story directly from Mile Miles. And then really get down to some business about just so we can be on the same page of what the plan is as far as from Tommy's concerned and from we're concerned as also a label and Warner Atlantic. So everybody's going to learn some stuff. He had a record that he didn't put out here, and he went and started going over to Europe and doing shows and starting to build a following over in Europe. And I took notice to that because I didn't really see a lot of artists that would have the ingenuity to do that. So when he was doing that, I heard he also had a young lady that was with him named Cassie that had a record out. And I started hearing this record that was haunting me in the clubs. And it was, it was Cassie's record, Me and You. And it was I would hear it everywhere I was at. And so I kept asking what record is that, and Glenn told me that it was Ryan's act, it was Cassie. When I saw her,
To put in
Yeah, by the time he come in, the girl like me now. You know, I left her here for 3
Hold on,
fired.
listen.
Did Diddy get Wendy Williams fired? Yeah.
Now, let me give a little context to this. Back in the day, if anybody's old enough, and I know maybe a few like chat queens or like maybe people who have been around the block, if you know Wendy Williams she lost her job or she definitely got reprimanded because what Wendy used to do, she would hear these rumors from the streets, right? You know how like these days everybody just says it, right? Because we're now on radio, this and third, and everybody's their own boss. Everybody got their own YouTube channel, right? So people will just say it and just be like allegedly or whatever the case is, right? You only care about a lawsuit. Well, back then, these powerful executives controlled the radio stations because they could control ad spending on these radio stations, which made these radio stations profitable and survive. So anyway, Wendy Williams, who, by the way, doesn't get credit for, I always say Wendy's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, she's a woman, but still, without her, you don't get me. That's a fact. I've always said, without her, you don't get Charlamagne, you don't get a lot of people, right? Check this out. So Wendy goes on radio, and Wendy says, and by the way, you know who else she exposed? She exposed DJ Mr. C for being into transgenders, right? Which nobody believed at the time, but later on, we realized it was true. Let me see if I can bring up some Wendy Williams talking about, it might be deleted from the internet. Let's see, Wendy Williams exposed Diddy. Let's see if we can find these clips. By the way, this is her doing a Vlad interview. Talking about it. Which, by the way, this is after she got, fired this and third. But she's not going to mention it by name, but come on.
Or skirts and dresses. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with both?
Yeah.
What do you think of this fashion?
Really? Remember, I am hip hop.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny how when men get older in hip hop, they're still, well respected, well versed, Cool Herc, you know what I'm saying, and Red Alert, and the legends, KRS-One. You put me in there, and all of a sudden it's like, oh no, Wendy's a talk show lady. No. I listened to Big L on the way to work this morning. No, I am familiar with Kanye and ASAP and the kilts.
Right. Well, Kanye had the kilt, and then ASAP had the long.
Let's get
nice, but be very clear. There were lots of homosexuals in hip hop back in the '80s too, that was. What's worse, hip hop wearing skirts or hip hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood that, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny, which is your sexuality. So I hear what Jamar is saying, but we come from a very homosexual era of hip hop as well. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle. There were many situations, none of which to talk about, but there were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now. So,
do you think now with people like Frank Ocean coming out of the closet, even though he's not exactly a rapper, but he definitely overlaps into the rap community, do you think that we're gonna have a time where it's cool to be a gay rapper?
I don't know, because I still see Frank Ocean as being one amongst many, but one, and that's good. But and then there was the notion of this radio DJ in New York who is in denial. So that's
her talking about DJ Mississippi.
Goes to show you how far the homosexual movement within hip-hop and sports still needs to go. It is politically correct to be accepting, but behind closed doors, people are still hating.
Okay. That's her talking about Vlad. I don't know if I can find... These are old clips. These are old clips. Like, she used to be on radio, and I don't know if I can find any of those, like... I don't know if was it WBLS or was it like Power 105 or something like that?
What's worse? Hip hop wearing skirts or...
I know I've pissed a lot of people off. Human tears. Cassie said she enters in any... She expressed support.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find the old Wendy clips. Anyway... Have y'all seen this?
Media.
Give me 1 second.
The Jason Lee Podcast.
So Jason Lee, who used to have a deal with Revolt, he came out recently and he's talking about some shit as well. I know everybody keeps saying Diddy's over, but like you can't count Diddy out. Not that I have like a horse in the race or whatever, but everybody is coming for him. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people were saying, give me 1 second. I gotta find the timestamp for this thing. Where is it at? Where is the timestamp for this shit? Give me 1 second. I just gotta find a timestamp. Wait, where is it? What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Here we go, people. Now, again, it's up to y'all if y'all want to believe this shit, but,
Acting like y'all want her to be a wife.
Here we
So
go.
fast, I didn't get a chance to speak on it, but I'm going to speak on it today. Diddy and his multiple assault cases. Now, you all know that this broke the internet when Sean Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs, Brother Love, ain't getting no love right now because he's in the news as a result of a bombshell lawsuit that I have printed right here from Cassie Ventura. Now, I want to do a disclaimer at the top of this first by saying that we do not have any acknowledgement of details of any of the claims in this or in all the others that have come out. But they say where there's a smoke, there's a fire, and baby, Diddy house is on fire. Also, I want to say as a disclaimer, we are not on or affiliated with Revolt TV anymore. We left Revolt a couple of months ago, not as a result of this, because a lot of people are thinking that my silence is because Daddy Diddy told me not to say nothing, or this is my friend. And then other people.
Hey, let me tell you, Jason Lee, I fuck with Jason Lee. He not like that. He ain't like the Saucy Santana type of gay nigga. Like, that nigga is like a mentally ill piece of shit. This like he like a real nigga, gay nigga, like a real gay nigga, a real nigga, a gay real nigga. I don't know, but he be keeping it solid. Pause. Yeah, pause.
Are thinking that I'm being
yeah, he cool.
Silent because I'm on Revolt and I don't want to make my boss upset. He was never my boss. We never had that relationship. He owned the network that our show was on, licensed to. We did a deal with them for 23 episodes. We fulfilled our contract and then we moved on. And it was just more of a matter of us wanting to retain complete ownership and control over our thing. Not to mention we were doing all the work. We were doing all the work, right? She's my supervising producer. He's the executive producer. We book, we shoot, we edit. Johnny, do we do it all? We do everything. Well, we left the network a couple months ago, and some would say it was right in time because Diddy is now and remains a trending topic while facing several sexual assault and abuse cases. Now, what jump-started all of this was when a civil lawsuit was filed by his ex-girlfriend and former bad boy artist, Cassie. Now, if you don't know who Cassie is, you've been living under a rock. This is a photo of them back in the day during happier times. Now, Diddy and Cassie were that power couple, although he had most of the power because he was legendary producer, executive artist. He discovered some of the biggest artists in the world. Now, he's produced for everybody. And we all know that of the younger hip hop generation, when it comes to hip hop and R&B, he really was, some will arguably say, the Quincy Jones of that era of 90s. He was the Quincy Jones of that era. He owned it. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Biggie, Craig Mack, Total. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on. And what I will also say is that he was the Mecca. And I'll say, I'm going to say is, but then you can argue whether he is or not. He is the Mecca of what Black excellence looks like. Coming from nothing, intern, a college promoter, to becoming an a producer, then a manager, producer, an executive, an artist, and then like an owner of a liquor brand that made $50 million a year or more. Sean John Clothing, worldwide distribution in Macy's, the owner of a network, a Black owner of a network. Now, being black and owning a network is not easy to do. Diddy has. All
right, man, get to the shit, bro.
At the time of the alleged abuse, a one-time opportunity to file civil lawsuits against individuals or institutions supplying her with drugs, beating her, and forcing her to have a sexual, He says to me, yo, this industry crazy. And he follow each other on social media, and he has been a big supporter of Hollywood Unlocked and gave us a deal that I'm grateful for, but I have to do my job, and I know he understands that. So I'm not apologizing at all. A few years ago, I was in New York having lunch with a friend. I'm not going to say his name, but you know who you are. He was eating oysters, and I was eating lobster and steak. This was back when my stomach was big enough to eat the whole meal. Now I just take a bite and I'm full. He says to me, yo, this industry crazy. And he's a model. And I was saying, well, tell me, like, what do you mean? Like, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen? And he says to me, allegedly, I was hanging out with Diddy and Cassie once, and he wanted me to fuck her and had me rubbing all on her and like kissing her and like doing sexual things with her while he watched and allegedly played with himself and filmed it. And I have to tell you, I went off. You're a clout chaser. Like, this is why I don't fuck with y'all, because y'all, this, you know, you look at like, and I basically said to my friend, yo, you are wild for saying something like this. And in my mind, I was like, I can't trust this person anymore. And I stopped really hanging with the person because I felt like this is a model who was a part of the whole Sean John world who just,
nigga, what?
With a friend, I'm not going to say his name, but you know who you are. He was eating oysters and I was eating lobster and steak. This was back when my stomach was big enough to eat the whole meal. And now I just take a bite and I'm full. He says to me, yo, this industry crazy. And he's a model. And I was saying, well, tell me, like, what do you mean? Like, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen? And he says to me, allegedly, I was hanging out with Diddy and Cassie once, and he wanted me to fuck her and had me rubbing all on her and like kissing her and like doing sexual things with her while he watched and allegedly played with himself and filmed it. And I have to tell you, I went off. You're a clout chaser. Like, this is why I don't fuck with y'all, because y'all, this, you know, you look at like, And I basically said to my friend, yo, you are wild for saying something like this. And in my mind, I was like, I can't trust this person anymore. And I stopped really hanging with the person because I felt like this is a model who was a part of the whole Sean John world, who just is looking for, you know, a way into being a conversation with Hollywood Unlocked, because people talk to me like Hollywood Unlocked. Page 2 of the lawsuit alleges that he raped Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding, blew up a man's car, who we later learned was Kid Cudi, after he learned that he was romantically interested in Miss Ventura, forced her to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming, ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby, demanded that Miss Ventura carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle and excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. There's so much in this lawsuit that is just wild. But
you know what's crazy, chat? The most random sources. You just heard it from him. The most random sources.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, this is crazy because for
Watch
the
this.
first time in history.
Also tonight. This is Fresh and Fit, by the way. Hold on.
I like to mention, bro, was held down. This happened
for some very good reason.
Yeah,
why
it was
he did-
we hell happened in the back for it.
Dude.
It's beyond a reasonable doubt where it's got
and some other friends.
Hold on.
garner sympathy, and then also kind of absolve herself of responsibility.
Stable. Black.
Hold
Are we still good together?
Yo.
Man.
God damn.
He was saying that back.
I don't know if I can find it, but Myron Gaines himself was like, yo, he heard a friend who had a story about Diddy. I was like, man, we hearing too many fucking stories, gang. Let me see if I can find that bitch. Where is it at? Yeah, I think this is it.
the different aspects of relationships between people.
Gotcha. So, yeah, well, let's talk about Japan, man. So you made a video talking about the passport movement, and this news broke about Diddy. If you guys don't know who Diddy is, can we pull up his wiki real fast? 'Cause
AKA
the young people might not know.
Brother Love, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. the Booty Bandit. 5.6.
I'm trying to find the
sexual
story.
opportunity, whereas in the past, in my book,
And psychiatric medication being prescribed to young women. Oh, and knives and going crazy, blah, blah, blah. And she was famous back in the 90s, right? At a crazy level. This is before.
Real quick, man. Look.
What? That's all.
I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
All right.
Heinous shit. Now, mind you, Diddy.
Or weird thing here. This whole thing about him having her hook up with people, very interesting. There was a girl I used to see in New York. This is years ago, and she had told me that one of her exes, was a model, like some 6'8" Chad guy, whatever the fuck it is, and he had been tasked. He had gotten a job one time. He was like a male, escort. He had been tasked one time to hook up with a female, and he didn't know that there was going to be a guy watching. He didn't know who the fuck it was until he showed up. But he showed up. It was Diddy. And it was like, and I was like, what the fuck? And I heard about this like 3 years ago. I was like, what? This is fucking weird. So it's really interesting for it to, resurface now with this situation. Now, with that said, right, we don't know what the hell's going on here. We know that this was a long-term relationship. Is some of the stuff she says potentially true? Of course, we don't know. We'll see when they go to trial, or if they settle it out of, well, if they settle it out of court, we won't know. But if they go to trial, then obviously.
Chat, I'm gonna be honest. I know some of y'all saying Cap. Don't it make y'all think like, yo, if Diddy was really moving like this, if he's having dozens of male prostitutes fuck his girl, he's Puff Daddy. His girl is famous by just mere how close she is to him, right? His girl is Cassie. if male prostitutes are fucking Cassie, you don't think they're going home and be like, yo, bro, you ain't gonna believe this. You know who I got hired to fuck last night? Cassie, my nigga. You think they're not telling people? That's one of the things that caught me off guard. I'm like, nobody's ever heard of this? So when I hear like these random stories, honestly, in many situations, I'll be inclined to say, cap, y'all are just trying to pile on. I think all these stories are real.
He sure did. And then what happened, it was I did the Wendy Williams show. Yeah, when I if I remember this story right.
By the way, Lee Fraser, thank you for the 10. He says, I hate that we're acting like Diddy was found guilty of anything. All of this is civil. People don't understand law. Criminal and civil is different. I am going to tell y'all, though, that, if this continues, I'm pretty sure, especially in New York State, you have overzealous district attorneys. Like, these people are, with all due respect, and I want to get political, they're down to charge a former president knowing that, come on, what the fuck are you really about to do? Like, they want headlines. This seems juicy. They got Bill Cosby. You think they're hearing all these civil suits and not saying, hey, you think we can't get nothing on Diddy? I definitely think they're looking into trying to get something on him. Right now, everything is civil, right? But remember that the report that came out that there was a open investigation to Diddy and they denied it. I would think that no. Remember, these are really egregious claims of sexual assault, multiple, coming against one of the most powerful people out of New York City. Now, you're saying that we're acting like Diddy's found guilty of anything. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll ask this question for everybody who's watching. Which part of this has intrigued you more? The possibility that Diddy may have been abusing these women, taking advantage of them, doing the R word, essaying them, which is sexual assault, or is it just intriguing that you're feeling like you're now hearing stories of what really was going on with these billionaires and millionaires and how they dealt with women and dealt with that platform? Honestly, with me, I don't know if Diddy did anything wrong. I just didn't know this is how niggas was getting down. And I keep telling y'all, when I'm speaking about this saying, what? This is how niggas is rocking? And nobody else is saying something, I keep looking around at everybody else saying, oh, y'all was doing the same thing too. Because I'm shocked by this. Everybody else don't seem too shocked by these allegations. Because we're not hearing the fucking people.
Wendy Williams she was saying a whole bunch of stuff about Puff that y'all talking about right now. In fact, Wendy Williams was the first one to expose Puff. And the things that she was saying about Puff, the allegations, he was denying them. But Wendy was in the way saying she knew him. So the more she kept talking about it, the more and more he used his power to get her fired. And then she wasn't supposed to say his name out her mouth again unless she was doing an interview or something like that she could speak on him. So when I went to do the interview, she was really happy to have me on the show because she had a chance to talk about him again. Yeah, that's what happened. Because she was telling about all of these freaky parties and all of that. All of the male-male relationships and talking about the people in those high powers and what they're doing to these little boys like that, giving them record labels. And they giving them.
Okay, let me pause again for 1 second. That N-word Kess, thank you for the 10. He says, yo, Ryan Leslie's 7 years older than Cassie. We ain't gonna talk about that? All these niggas are creeps. I don't think hip-hop is ready to have that conversation. And I don't think that conversation will ever be had because it is within the letter of the law, right? In many places. In many of these places, 17 is the age of consent. I think a lot of people have pointed out that it is well known, like, for example, if you look here, How old was Russell Simmons when he started dating Kimora? Some say 16. Some people say it was 17. People think it's weird. And I agree. If you're 35, she's 17, is weird. But you're not going to get the steam that you need to get for that behavior to be vilified because because 17 is still the age of consent. And again, we could point this out a million times. There's another article that came out. If you're wondering who else dated like 17-year-olds or whatever the case is, there's a long line. Let's go to this particular article. Give me 1 second. Let's go to this particular article about, Diddy's baby mama. Okay, should be here we go. Misa Hilton is Diddy's baby mom. This is how Billboard wrote the article in 2017. Look, it was written in 2017. Look how the article's written. Misa Hilton started styling celebrities when she was 17 years old, dating Sean Combs. Yo, that's what happens. These things was dating 17-year-olds. Oh, like, hey, again, I think, what y'all want these motherfuckers to do? Charlie Sky, thank you for this. Thank you for the 10. He says, court of public opinion gets you exiled by the people, which is still a form of conviction. Companies back out of both cordons. I haven't seen the fallout yet of Diddy. I seen some people send me videos. They went to the club. They were like, they're still playing Diddy. And I guess that they're expecting some cancellation where like he's getting the R. Kelly treatment. Number one, he hasn't been even charged with the crime. But I don't know what people actually want when it comes to Diddy and this whole situation. Right? It's, are you mad that maybe some of his behavior back in the day were, over the line? Maybe he choked a couple chicks out, beat up a couple chicks. I don't know about the sexual assault stuff. I think that's really deep. Are you interested that maybe he was into men? Are you interested that maybe he was, that kinky dude? I don't know what people want from that situation, honestly. They said people want the truth. Cool baby Flex, here's the thing. I think we got the truth, though. You don't think we got the truth? If you're still looking for the truth with the Diddy situation, you're an idiot. What you think? Diddy's gonna come out and tell you himself? Oh yeah, nah, y'all got me with that, but that I didn't do it like that. Come on, bro. You got the truth already. The truth is there. There was allegations of what could have been the truth that the motherfucker paid up in 24 hours. Then it was echoed by like 5 other victims. Now, sometimes people aren't comfortable with just the truth. They want something to happen. They want to see the person that they feel did A, B, or C. They want to see them suffer and burn. And that's not probably going to happen. Let's get over it. Let's go back.
These little boys, where every boy, they was getting bad boy. Gave him a record label. Bad boy. Bad boy. Get out of here. So Wendy been telling them kind of stories. They was like, damn, she putting out too much information. See, this was before this been, these kind of things could have been going on forever. From the start, from the beginning of the money, as soon as the check was signed over, what did you have to do? I had to get touched in the booty. That's not good. But some people is like that. They got that in every walk of life, not just in the music industry. They got police officers is even doing it in the police station now.
Right. But I want to ask you, right? How did Diddy act around females?
insecure. Like he act like he was the prize in the loaf of Wonder Bread. You know, he's like, you know, he's very insecure. He's very don't want to see her talking to no, but don't talk to no. You know, it's almost like, you know how they got a saying called, if she winks, she'll if he catch you winking, he catch that girl winking, he's offended. Cause if you wink, you but how can somebody be, see, certain girls he must have been selfish about, and some females he wasn't as selfish about them as others, because if he really liked to see people have sex with his girl, then why would he be upset about somebody trying to talk to his girl? So I guess there was a difference between the women that he thought was his, that you can't touch, versus the women that he felt was just the ones you freak off with. Like, did he freak off with Kim Porter? I probably doubt that he would. Did he freak off with Sarah? I highly doubt he would do that.
If you're still confused about like why we're still trying to speculate or we're trying to figure out what's happening, you don't have to look too far. You don't have to look too far. If you're not in the industry and you're saying, man, why is Ackle the only guy talking about this? Why so-and-so ain't talking about it? Why this other person ain't talking about this? You don't have to look too damn far. All you have to do is just listen to what is already in front of you, okay? You have people saying it in plain English language. They're breaking it down to you why you won't see other people maybe be outspoken about these things. And let's see if we can find, is it here? No, where is that? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find it. I posted a Cassidy clip. Where is it at? Is it here? Nope. That's some Quavo clip. Sorry. Where's the Cassidy clip at? There's a Cassidy clip. Is it there? Nope. That's Boosie. Where the fuck is my Cassidy clip? Nope. Did I miss it? Or did I not post it? I definitely posted the Cassidy clip. Okay. Before we even do that, listen to this shit. What y'all think about this?
He was with Diddy for I don't know how many years. Every single day. We kissing in the mouth, going to sleep together, loving each other, rooting for each other, you know, doing whatever relationships is, sleeping in the same bed. Trust. You know what I'm saying? Trust. Secondly, now I want this millions. I'm out of there. I'm off that. Now I want millions from you. What does this do to your trust as Diddy? You out of there. You don't believe. Damn, I slept in the bed with a motherfucking 100 nights, man. What the fuck? And they turn it back. Damn. Trust. Okay. Secondly, bodyguard. This is a nigga I'm paying every day. I'm paying you every single day. There's about 3 bodyguards going bad. Like, everybody, hey man, yeah, everybody just quick to tell on you. It's like, damn, bro, we was together every single day. None of them real conversations we had ain't mean nothing to nobody. It's just like, so how do you ever trust a motherfucker in your life? I'm not saying he innocent or he ain't do none of this shit to say, but just think about what that do to your trust. And nigga just go get to throwing this situation on a man. My son overseas, I got shit to do. I paid you when you was bodyguard for me.
Yo, Slim Thug is one of those people that don't realize that, yo, you're hanging your hat or like you're tying, like, you know, your rope to like, or putting your anchor with a sinking ship. I get what he's saying. Yo, if you're a celebrity, it's tough to find people you trust. Absolutely. Yeah, people will use some of your private and most intimate moments against you. But that's not really what this conversation is about. This conversation is that if hypothetically someone's a horrible person if someone is doing really evil shit, they're harming people, they're subjugating people to certain type of stuff, should it be, oh, that person has to report that within a certain time, or do they have to just obey by loyalty and not say nothing at all? I think that would be stupid. I think he's only looking at it like if Diddy's innocent. If Diddy's innocent, whatever he's making sense is cool. But because we don't know Diddy's innocent, he can't speak about Diddy's innocent or talk about how people are betraying him. The first thing we should probably think about is, because we don't know if he's innocent or guilty, if he was guilty, the question would be, damn, how did he betray his homies? Now, if he's innocent, you might be like, damn, how did they betray him? To me, he's going too hard.
What the fuck I gotta do about caring about what the fuck going on with your son right now? That ain't that's your job, that's your daddy. You the daddy. I'm Puff Daddy, but not his daddy. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
Okay. Can I find the clip with? Nah. I'm trying to find the clip with what's my guy's name again?
Don't stop me. Oh.
Where is it? Oh, right here. My bad. Damn. I am blind.
Plus, I'm really in the industry, and I know there's a lot more niggas that's not in jail. They might not be on trial, but they did the same shit or way worse shit than R. Kelly. Our niggas still blasting their music. So we can't just, like, pick and choose who you want to be angry at. Like, you know what I'm saying? You answered that very well. And if we gonna be mad at everybody that did a crime, then you might as well just turn off the music, turn off the radio, like all the fucking streaming sites gotta shut down, because there's only gonna be like 1% of the people left.
I agree with him. Not saying I'm saying those people are fine. But the silence on Diddy has told me, man, all these niggas was doing all this weird shit with these females, man. A lot of these industry niggas, man, like, this is why half of them is gay. They done did every freaky thing, threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes, orgies. They've had every flavor of pussy possible, and some of these niggas now want to try penis. Okay? I definitely am in the belief that a lot of these motherfuckers, the reason why they are quiet is because they also fell victim to the environment where they felt that they could treat women a certain way, or they could, operate a certain way, and they were sexual deviants. And they, obviously seeing what happened to Diddy, they don't want to be compared with that, and they're trying to walk it back now, but they're walking back with silence. They're just not going to say nothing, right? And I agree with that. I ain't gonna lie to you, okay? Now, a lot of people say, yo, Cassie, if you're not gonna say names, that's kind of worthless. Shit, Cassie's one of those people who probably scared of the people who he's seen doing the shit. Can't be mad at him about that at all, if you ask me. Look at 50 trolling, man. 50 ain't shit. They said, after sexual assault suits are Sean Combs' empire and brand at risk. 50 says, no, he'll be fine. He has so much money. When his corporate partners pull out. So basically they're saying his money will keep these companies going or keep funding whatever, even if his corporate partners or ad partners pull out. They're saying, you see how fast he paid Cassie? He's a real billionaire. He has fuck you money, guys. So fuck you. You know why he's saying this? He's almost encouraging people to sue Diddy. He wants Diddy to run out of money, right? Like, and it's whether it's by lawsuit or anything else, that's his way of trying to get Diddy to run out of money. Okay? Wow. Okay. Have we seen that Joe Budden apologize to YoungBoy? And I'm gonna get back to the Diddy stuff. Don't you worry. But let me just do this YoungBoy topic real quick. So Joe Budden got on this podcast and said this.
What else do I have written down here? You ready to tell the truth about NBA YoungBoy? Not ready to do this. What's the truth? That nigga's trash. He's horrible. He is horrible. Damn. He is horrible. He is really, 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 really bad.
As a rapper or a person?
I don't know him as a person.
Oh, okay.
I'm only speaking about music.
Music.
He's really, really, really bad. And that thing happened with him where when he was out, the label pushed a button and did some YouTube shit. So then all the little kids had to just come to the gathering and tell you about NBA YoungBoy views and how great he is and how awesome he is and how amazing he's doing. Now that the label's backed up a bit, and now that we done had about 3 or 4 projects while he's been in Utah on house arrest.
He had way more than that.
I know.
And
I know.
That to me is where the problem lies. Because earlier YoungBoy music don't sound like this to me. Like even he just dropped a single today. I listened to it last night and I cut it off midway through. I'm just like, I can't.
What's the difference between his music then and now?
Shit, me, I could hear it.
Okay. Anyway, he says this. YoungBoy goes off.
The last thing I dropped was decided to my album still in the top 10. Pussy ass nigga. Don't speak on me. I don't play that shit. Don't rat on me neither, you pussy bitch. Yeah, bubba.
I said, I want that piece about too many old niggas.
Stupid dumb bitch. Your dick don't even get hard no more. Count ass nigga. You ain't no sabotaging me, bitch. Fuck wrong with that nigga, man. Don't rat on me. Don't rat on me, bitch. And I don't want to argue with your bitch ass nigga. Hey, bitch, you do all them interviews. Hey, come on, Grave Digger Mountain and talk to me, nigga. You can't, bitch, if you can't do that, man, hey, you bitch made, nigga. Shut your fucking mouth. 60,000. Bitch. That's 6 times in a row? That's 60,000, bitch. Come on, my money.
Okay. Now, Birdman also jumped in, basically saying, Joe, you fucking with something you should leave alone. Stunner Corleone, Gotti, and I don't know what he's talking about. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, man. They spooked my man, Joe. Okay? They spooked my man, Joe, and I think it's unfortunate that he addressed his thoughts about YoungBoy like how he did, because it, you know, for some people it warranted that response. But the reason why I'm even saying this is because I don't think Joe needed to apologize. I think Joe had a point. Now, he was wrong in certain senses because he went on to say later on he was bigger than YoungBoy, or he said, like, you know, YoungBoy's trash. YoungBoy ain't trash. But the momentum has slowed up. And I was actually very shocked. So Joe actually put out another video. He just flat out apologized to YoungBoy, and he said this.
My shit was in like hour 3, right before the sleepers. These motherfuckers. Mel shit was in the top. Strong.
Yeah.
She said it with her chest. I was like, oh, finally, a co-host that can provide me some fucking cover. Man, hell no. Nope. And let me tell you, watching the playback, that shit is always a lot worse. It's always a lot worse. I owe NBA YoungBoy an apology too. Let's start with accountability. I owe him an apology. Yes. He don't even bother nobody. He don't even bother nobody. And the pod was over.
Yeah, we didn't need it.
The pod was over. I was in my notes. My notes is for my brain.
Joe, love you. But you gotta stop letting these rappers bully you off of your opinion. You had a point. And no, I'm not using you as the mouthpiece to say the point that you already said, because I will say it too, because you were right. By the way, I disagree with you. YoungBoy's not trash. I don't think he's horrible. But I agree with you that what people believed was that, you know, of course he has an amazing fan base and it's a lot of hype, but there was a time that it would almost seem like he was Taylor Swift. And that's what I give to the labels. The Why Be Better movement, of course there was a bunch of real accounts, but there was a bunch of fake ones too. Here's what I keep saying. You don't go from 1 million niggas saying why be better to now 20,000. Something is up. Second of all, and this is where I think Joe probably shouldn't talk about YoungBoy because he doesn't listen to YoungBoy. Ice, I think he does. Joe doesn't. I listen to YoungBoy. YoungBoy's music has calmed down and cooled out a bit. We could blame many different reasons. Oh, he's dropped too many projects. Hey, it's hard to find that inspiration. He's still in Utah. He's been on house arrest for like 3 years. These are all valid reasons why his music is sounding like that and why people are having a change of opinion. But this is what's not debatable. This is the very first time YoungBoy's music is being under scrutiny. The quality is being under scrutiny. And people seeing that maybe he can't just put out whatever and it works. That's a very reasonable way to look at what's going on with him. By the way, I would go on and I'm giving a hot take, my hot take. Joe, the reason why, and we're going to play the clip in a second, that even though, the reason why he's doing an interview with Gilly and he's doing more stuff is not because he's bored. It's because he's smart. When YoungBoy was at his peak, it's fuck you to everybody. He didn't want to talk about nothing. Recently, seems like he wants to talk. Why do you think that is? He realizes, and it's not about numbers per se, his music these days is only consumed by his fans. And that is something that would be alarming if I was him. Yes, you have a huge fan base. But you know how you really go up? Is when you get the casual fan listen to your song as well. And I think that's exactly where this is at. So when I see Joe fell back off he fell back off his statement, I'm like, damn. It's almost like you told us that you don't listen to YoungBoy, which if you don't listen to YoungBoy, you shouldn't have an argument at all. I'll tell you this, and first of all, I don't care. You might be a YoungBoy dick sucker, but even YoungBoy dick suckers are watching this. I see all y'all over the NBA YoungBoy Reddit. Y'all are panicking all day. I see y'all trying to convince each other, trying to like a snippet. Yeah, what? You know what's funny? They claim that YoungBoy was dissing me, which I don't think YoungBoy was dissing me. I don't really even care if he was. Come on, brother. You can't innocuously talk about me and you know what I mean? Anyway. Let me see. I'll go to it. This is YoungBoy disses academics. This is how much people. The fuck? Oh my bad. This is how. First of all, you can't even find that shit. It's really just a bunch of bored people on this Reddit. This is why I don't read my own Reddit. I read other people's Reddit. I don't read my own Reddit. Because if you let Reddit control your opinion, they'll always lead you to destruction. I've never seen one Reddit group lead their people. Listen, I got Ruri and Millie Mall out of there by reading their Reddit. The no jumper shit, I fucking lit a match and threw it in a gas chamber with them by reading their Reddit. You know what? Whose Reddit I don't read? Mine. I don't give a fuck what y'all say on Reddit. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I only care what people say on actually I don't give a fuck anyway. The reason why is that you can't let people set agendas for your life. I don't like doing it. Anyway, I do look at YoungBoy's Reddit. Now, I seen one of them. They were like, yo, he's dissing Ak. I don't think he is. He never said my name. But I'm going to indulge the Reddit because I need to give y'all content because I watch y'all. Okay? Oh, I got to scroll down a lot. Damn. Oh, this Reddit is active. I like it. So, before, whatever, let me see. Damn, I'm still scrolling. Damn, I feel like I'm on Great Digger Mountain. I'm still scrolling. Keep scrolling. Okay, could I find it? No. Nah. Still not yet. I'm going. Boy. Okay. All right. This is enough scrolling. I might have to just search it. Okay. So, I don't want to mention, the few people that's in my audience. But so they were like, yo, young boy's dissing you. So I was like, how is he dissing me? They're like, yo, young boy made a message and he said, yo, pussy niggas watching his cat page. I'm like, young boy has a cat page? Nigga, I didn't even know young boy had pets. Like, does young boy look like the nigga that got pets? Anyway, I had posted something that apparently he posted on his cat page. By the way, y'all should know my Instagram is sent by a bunch of fans and other shit. I'm not watching you. Like, if your name is not Aubrey Drizzy Drake Graham, I'm not looking at your motherfucking gram, my nigga. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, this is any rapper in the world. If you're like, I watch Drake's page. That's it. If you get posted on me, on my page, some fan sent it to me, nigga. I don't be watching none of y'all unless y'all look Aubrey Drake Graham. That's it, nigga. Fuck that. Anyway, I don't know. I can't find it. Apparently, he has a fucking cat named Neon. Nigga, I never knew this in a day of my life until niggas claim he was dissing me. Can I find the shit? It's called Neon something. Nigga, probably not even that. But everybody was tagging me like, yo, young boy diss you. All right, let me go on Twitter. Twitter always got it. Or they got a better search function. Academics. Here we go. Can I find it? I can't find it. I think I'm about to find it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, right here. Yo, you young boy delusional fans. Young boy's not talking about me, nigga. Nobody even knew the nigga had a cat page. Nigga, this might be ran by like his 2-year-old son. I don't know the fuck. Put it like this. I'm sorry to tell y'all. I know young boy is the center of y'all universe. I'm a grown ass man. A nigga can't deactivate his actual Instagram and get on his cat page to talk about me. What? I don't care. Anyway, they claim this is young boy's cat page. Like, this is young boy, Chad, his cat page. Like, this is where we're at in hip hop. A nigga deactivates his real page to go talk on his cat page. So anyway, supposedly this is young boy. They say, this pussy nigga watching my cat page. Bitch, you better find something to play with. Now, we obviously know this is young boy because the cat wouldn't say bitch, right? The cat would just say pussy, right? I think we agree with that. Anyway, it says, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Okay, whatever. Then the other post says, you a real hater. Gonna take your fall from instigting. Oh, my bad. Why you ain't post my video snippet? Clown bitch. This top nigga. Now, young boy fans was like, nah, this is to you. Now, again, I only figured out he had a cat page when people said he dissed me. Second of all, NBA young boy, if you were speaking to me, I will speak to you and I will say your name. I don't have to talk through a cat page. Let me go make a Pluto page. Let me go talk to my dog page. I'm sorry. You're a grown-ass man. You're like 25, my nigga. It's weird at this point, okay? You're not like 14, bro. Like, if you want to type something, brother, keep it on your page. At this point, it's like Sharp playing with dolls. Oh, my God. Like, y'all are grown. We're grown. I think I'm in my fucking 30s. Like, imagine a nigga be like, oh, I'm on my cat page. Like, calm it down. Relax, okay? Now, if you do want to post this, you should post it on your main page. Second of all, if it was talking to me, my answer to this would be, well, first of all, I never knew this was a cat page. People send me posts and I put them up. I put up a snippet that supposedly was previewed on here, which I didn't know at first, but I got put onto game. I will say this though. The reason why you're selling 30,000 is that you're posting shit on your fucking feline page and wondering why people can't figure out what the fuck you're putting out. Right? If you're putting out too much music that I'm posting the wrong snippet, it ain't me. It's you. You feel me? That's not how promotion goes. If you're trying to promote A and you put out B, C, D, and E, and F, It ain't me. It's you. Promote one thing. Again, I keep trying to give YoungBoy the tips on how to really, because if you don't want niggas like Joe Budden reading your stats out saying you flopping, even though you're not because you dropped 30 albums a year, the way to really beat this is to stop spamming. It's to stop acting like you're cooler than thou. You're not The Weeknd. You're not Aubrey. You're not Bad Bunny. You're not Taylor Swift. You're fucking NBA YoungBoy. We don't care what mountain or molehill or gravedigger mountain you on. It's okay, brother. You could promote your record, but you can't promote it from this piece of shit page. Nobody knows or cares about your cat page but the 50 stans who like you. Get on your main page that got 10 million followers and then go get to shouting and turn up to this music and we'll know that's what's coming out. Listen, if you're not and this is my whole point. This is why I like what Joe, you shouldn't have backed down. And I get it. I think Joe backed down because his comments got in the realm of like Birdman and stuff like that. It made it look like he was bullying. Okay, I get it. Yeah, you were aggressive with it. But you could have a real conversation about YoungBoy. I think that's fine. Here's the thing. And this is not like I like YoungBoy still, musically. I'm teaching not only him, but everybody about promotion. If you're not an NBA YoungBoy fan, you can't name one of his last 5 singles. You wouldn't know what they are. Why wouldn't you know what they are? Because he doesn't promote them. Now, if you're a YoungBoy fan, you're going to be like, nah, he dropped this and he dropped this and he dropped this. Yo, and he dropped this other video. There was a time that YoungBoy used to drop records at 3 a.m. on YouTube. Every YoungBoy fans know this. He used to drop records at 3 a.m. on YouTube, and the shit is crazy. But it was really good. That's not happening anymore. I'm telling y'all the truth. It's not hate. I'm being honest with y'all. Y'all don't want to admit it, but I'm giving y'all the truth. There was a time when he was putting out so much heat that it didn't matter. I'm telling you now, it does matter. Second of all, I think we already established this, that YoungBoy already exposed his hand. Remember when YoungBoy said this to me? And by the way, y'all can keep saying I'm salty all for the rest. I don't care. Hold on. Here we go.
And bitch, that's called dog. Play that bitch.
It's called what?
It's called dog. This pussy ass nigga academics acting like I give a fuck about numbers. Bitch, I just dropped 2 weeks ago. This pussy nigga finna drop.
This pussy nigga academics act like I care about numbers. Let's see if he cares about numbers. Let me tell you this. I always tell y'all this, chat. The rappers who claim they're never on the internet, they're always on the internet. Nigga, how you not on the internet, but you're on your cat page? You're not on the internet, but you're on your business page. You're not on the internet, but you on every other page. Nigga, just be on your page. Nigga, there's no mystique about it anymore. Okay? Okay. Remember, you just said, I'm going to play it one more time.
And bitch, that's called dog. Play that bitch.
It's called what?
It's called dog. This pussy ass nigga academics acting like I give a fuck about numbers. Bitch, I just dropped 2 weeks ago. This pussy nigga finna drop. Stop.
The jig is up about you don't care about numbers. Okay? You see, well, YoungBoy knows, and me and YoungBoy, we talk about this in private already. And by the way, this is not beef, by the way. I love YoungBoy. But I like to be the arbiter of truth. Okay? This is why, when even correcting Joe, and I'm really disappointed that Joe fell back off everything he was saying. But I get it. Maybe there's some street niggas that was about to do some stuff. I get it. A lot of what Joe was saying about YoungBoy, or saying to YoungBoy, is true. Here's the thing. Joe ain't bigger than YoungBoy, but Joe controls the conversation. Me, I ain't bigger than YoungBoy, but I control the conversation. I'm not bigger than the majority of these rappers. But if you think these rappers ain't obsessive, they look at the conversation. It's the reason why Cardi sends his, Y'all think Cardi not online. Cardi's online. I think Uzi ain't online. He's online too. Because while these guys have these huge fan bases, they know who controls the conversation. What Joe said threatened what YoungBoy got going on. He basically put it into air like, yo, this nigga's falling off. Just like what he did to Drake. Yo, his shit not hitting like how it used to hit. Why would Drake care about Joe's opinion? Except he knows that Joe's opinion and the platform he has, while it's not big as nothing that Drake got going on, it could start to plant a seed to influence the minds of people receiving the music. That might have went over your head, but for the people who got it, I know you did. Check this out. Just to show the hypocrisy just one more time. I like beating this
bitch that's called Dog. Play that bitch. It's called what? It's called Dog. This pussy ass nigga academics acting like I give a fuck about numbers. Bitch, I just dropped 2 weeks.
Young boy, let me tell you the greatest trick you ever did to the world, and you did it because me and you talk personally on the phone a lot of times. I remember calling you and you used to act like you never knew you were number one. I'm like, yo, bro, you're number one. Yo, you sold this amount of records. You'd be like, really? I'm like, damn, you don't know? Good trick. It's a good magic trick. Okay? It's like the trick that everybody does when they act like they're not online. The reason why I know that's all BS is when Joe Budden started talking about your sales. You seem a lot more knowledgeable then.
Bro, I was decided too. My album's still in the top 10. Pussy ass nigga. Don't speak on me. I don't
How you know that? You don't know my numbers.
play that shit. Don't rat on me neither, you pussy bitch. Yeah, bro. I said, want that piece about too many old niggas. Stupid, dumb bitch. Your dick don't even get hard no more. Count ass nigga. You ain't no sabotaging me, bitch. Fuck wrong with that nigga, man. Don't rat on me. Don't rat on me, bitch. And I don't want to argue with your bitch ass, nigga. Hey, bitch, you do all them interviews. Hey, come on, Grave Digger Mountain and talk to me, nigga. You can't, bitch, if you can't do that, man, hey, you bitch made, nigga. Shut your fucking mouth. 60,000. Bitch. That's 6 times in a row? That's 60,000, bitch. Come on, my money.
You know what he posts? His position on the charts. He wanted to let Joe Budden know he's still top 10. Might be a blip in the entire conversation, but it taught me something. YoungBoy capping. That nigga care about sales too. YoungBoy knows that his sales has been declining. And it's a reason why he's doing more interviews, talking a lot more, and seemingly interacting with the media when before he said he never wanted to talk to the media. Okay? Anyway, I do wish him luck. Again, I do know it's hard to make music in Utah. I'm obviously still a fan of his music. I play his music on here too. I will say, and I'm giving him constructive advice, y'all just are going to think it's hate, but I have to let you know, this is just reality. Young boy, you're grown now. The weird shit you're doing, or the, oh my God, I'm too cool to have my Insta, like, bro, that's like old tactics. It doesn't work anymore. Like, nobody cares. Like, the mainstream fan doesn't even know you deactivated your Instagram again. Like, nobody cares like that anymore. Only your fans know. And your fans are only good for about 30 to 40,000 sales. So what you need to do to get back that big audience that you used to have is be regular, my guy. Do interviews. Make music that appeal to them. Your little YB Better stand base, they're always going to be here. But they're going to be here for 20 to 40,000 sales. Yes, it does become a time in the rapper's career where the weirdness, people get over. Like, nobody, you know what I mean? I seen another clip where he was just like, yo, everybody keep hating on me. Like, brother, nobody's thinking like that. Okay, anyway. All right, that's my Young Boy segment. We still love Young Boy. We want him to put out some good music and, you know, hopefully the sales go back up. All right, let's keep this shit moving. Yo, shout out to all my Mexican people, man. Did y'all see that there was a Mexican inmate who stabbed Derek Chauvin 22 times. Homeboy said he did it on Black Friday to be symbolic with the Black Lives Matter movement. Yo, chat, man. I've been talking to some of my Mexican partners. This is what they've been telling me. They said, Odale Holmes, yo, ese. Nah, they didn't say that. I'm playing. That's a joke. What they was telling me, though, they say, yo, really, a lot of us black people, we really only got that energy for each other. We don't really get at the real op that be going at us racially. They say they get to it. So it's like, yo, basically they would tell me if Derek Chauvin was a black man, yeah, maybe something would happen. But because he ain't, you know what I mean? Not a motherfucking thing happened. Now, it wasn't only this person that the Mexicans, came through with helping us brothers out with. Apparently, Eric Holder, the guy who killed Nipsey Hussle, apparently they put hands and gave him the beats. It was a Mexican dude who did that. So the Mexicans stabbed up this guy and put the beats on this guy. And we wondering, damn, what happened to all these niggas who say they crash out? They ready to crash out. They this, that, and the third. Where the niggas at? It's the Mexicans holding us down right now. Look in the comment section. Somebody says, somebody said Mexicans always doing somebody else's work. They ain't even lying. That's true, man. I used to work at CVS. God damn it, nigga. I felt embarrassed. I was getting paid just like this other Mexican dude. The fucking truck shows up to CVS. That nigga would stock every shelf. He would work till like his hands was almost bleeding. The whole time I'm looking, I'm like, I remember asking somebody, I'm like, is this nigga getting paid extra? Because like this nigga be going in. Like, nigga, I'm tired of shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'll do like 5 minutes of work. I'm tired. This nigga is doing 5 hours. God bless our Mexicans. I ain't gonna hold you. Damn. All right. Javier, thank you for the is that Australian bucks you sent me? I think it's Australian. Thank you for the $80 Australian. To act, I'm over an hour late, but I believe Drake dissed Metro in the More M's verse. Yeah, Metro produced that song himself. Really? Let's see. Drake More M's lyrics. I do think that's the truth, right? Let's see. Oh, it was produced by Metro Boomin, and it's on her loss. Let's see. Where did Drake diss him? It says, 6 God lurking, come up off that bag for the boy that keep working, dissing on his albums, and it flopped. He deserved it. Okay, that's not it. Come up out that booth and bring that energy in person. Got so many hits, it wouldn't be fair to do no verses. I could really go 5 hours in a stadium. What happened to that nigga claiming OVO? We traded him. Thought I was a pop star. I'm Slaughter Gang. I baited him. Walk around like Prince cause I got a lot of lady friends. Used to be in Saga out in Sega City Palladium. Skating through this album like a Montreal Canadian. Way I ran that shit, you think I was an Iranian. Niggas see my deal, look at their deal now. They hate the kid. Fuck. Let me kick the basic. Niggas ain't got no love for the boys, so they fake it. Crack a couple jokes, some bitches on some snake shit. Oh, yeah, that's definitely for him. Yeah, that's definitely for Metro. Niggas ain't got no love for the boys, so they fake it. Crack a couple jokes to some bitches on some snake shit. But if I send a verse to their ass, then they'll take it. Yeah, that's for Metro. Yeah, Metro caught this. Facts. Damn, Aubrey's good, man. Yo, Drake the greatest, ain't he? Remember when niggas was acting like niggas was writing Drake bars? Where's the nigga that's writing Drake bars? Like, nigga, like, he ain't get tired yet because he's still snapping. Because this is Drake, nigga. That's coming from Drake's brand. Shoot a video arm around me like we aces, or pop out my show, jump around me on stages. Probably why these hoes love to shower me with praises. Might have fucked a rapper girl, but you ain't fucked Drake. You might have fucked a rapper girl, but you ain't fucked Drake yet. Holy. And then, of course, 21 comes in by saying, Metro and this bitch going brazy. Somebody said Drake not gangster? Nigga, what's your proof that Drake not gangster? You know what was gangster? I'll show y'all what's gangster right now, chat. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all what's gangster. Y'all want to see what's gangster? I'm going to show you what's gangster. This was gangster right here. Suge Knight, nigga. Listen to this.
It's like some crazy shit, but the thing, Dave, it's still a lot of strong women. Shot goes out to, Kamora. She always been a solid woman. That's good. I heard she's stepping up, representing Kim. And I've been knowing Kim. She always been solid.
Diddy's ex-girlfriend Kim Porter passed away in November 2018. But Al, be sure, Porter's ex and father of her eldest son, Quincy, has his own theory. Al doesn't think she died of an illness. He thinks it was a homicide.
And just like Misa, these women, they gonna stay down. Once I said before, a lot of times people say, trust no bitch. I say, trust no fake homie. That bitch gonna move. Yeah, the homie might be undercover.
So they're saying that this is Suge Knight, Suge's son, Justin Combs, and Diddy's baby mama. They're saying she's over here. How was this picture taken? What the fuck? How could Suge be around Diddy's kids and baby moms? That's confusing, huh? Somebody said Suge and Diddy were friends at first. Somebody said, yo, those are some nice couches. Okay. Little red leather couches. They were friends? I didn't know they were friends. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's like some crazy shit, but the thing, Dave, it's still a lot of strong women. Shot goes out to, Kamora. She always been a solid woman. That's good. I heard she's stepping up, representing Kim. And I've been knowing Kim. She always been solid.
Diddy's ex-girlfriend.
Interesting. That's interesting, huh? Well, obviously, Diddy's going through a lot. We read the lawsuit. I think it will be dangerous for him to settle any more lawsuits. I think he has to take these to trial. Or, probably won't get to trial, but he has to take these to the extent. Drag these on for years. I think the Cassie one was more pertinent. These other people don't even want to put their names on the lawsuit. So I think he's doing the right thing. Keep dragging the shit out, right? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me see. I had a few. Let me make sure I lined up all my clips and everything for y'all. Okay. Now, give me 1 second. There's another video of, maybe it's on Live Bites. Okay, here we go. Probably it's here. We'll talk about Blueface in a little bit. Is this King? Oh my God. I think there's another Slim Thug video where he's defending. Is it this? No. Okay, that's old. That's old, my bad. That is old. Give me 1 second. Did we play the Columbus Short video from last time? Okay. If we did that, let's play this video right here. And actually, we're going to sidestep the Diddy thing. We're going to circle back around. Obviously, the Diddy conversation, we're going to just keep having constantly. But let's sidestep it for a second. When we come back to it, we're going to talk about Diddy and 50 because 50 is on fire with this shit, right? But let me do this real quick, right? So I don't know if you watched the interview I did with Lil Yachty and Mitch. This is a safe place. They actually came to New York we did an interview in New York for their pod. And the conversation came, obviously with me, like, I'm not even good at people interviewing me. I just take the whole fucking interview over. And I brought up Gunna. And, obviously you have Yachty, who's a Atlanta rapper. And I told him the truth. I said, bro, this year, it might be the year of Gunna. Gunna's the hottest guy out of Atlanta. Listen how he responded and look how he's like, just look at their body language as I talk about this.
Well, yeah, I don't think
you don't like this?
I don't think. You said you love him?
I mean, they're making the best music.
I don't know any of it. Pay attention. I was just gonna say we don't know any snitches.
Y'all gonna be in denial. The hottest nigga in Atlanta right now is they're trying to say that about him.
All right,
he's carrying Atlanta on his back. Yo, nobody want to talk about it. No Atlanta nigga want to talk about the fact. All right,
wait, who the hottest nigga in Atlanta?
Gunna. Tell me I'm lying. Yo, why that nigga look so mad? Why he look so mad? Yo, why he looked so mad when I said Gunna? Best album all year. Tell me I'm lying.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Hotter than Baby.
What considers somebody the hottest? What do you mean? What makes them the hottest?
Okay. Drop the best album of anybody in Atlanta.
You gotta stop saying the hotter than Baby shit, bro. That is like some internet shit, bro.
I do have to take my man Future Vandross out of here. He's just the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga is the GOAT of all GOATs. Without him, why they got Gunna? By the way, I didn't even edit their clip. Like all these little edits, that's them making it. This is Yachty's like team. Who's the hottest nigga? And we have to be honest. Am I spitting right now, Chad? Am I spitting facts?
You don't be in Atlanta. You don't live in Atlanta. So, but we live there.
Right.
I don't know who the.
What was he trying to say here? He said you don't live in Atlanta. It's like he's almost saying that, yo, nobody, like, I feel like he was almost hinting at nobody in Atlanta bumped that nigga, right?
Hottest is, but that's not right. What you're saying?
We're not saying. I'm saying hottest from Atlanta, not in Atlanta.
That's not what you. That's not what you said. But that's not what you said.
Hey, Chad, y'all listen to what I'm listening to, right? Do y'all feel like it's kind of like they don't want to give it up to, like, Big Wanna? Well, the hottest artist that has originated from Atlanta is Gunna, whether people want to admit it or not. And by the way, you know what's so funny? Every time that comes up, and this is why I'm rooting for Gunna. I went to kind of hating against him a little bit to not rooting for him.
I'm not. I don't have anything. I don't have anything against Gunna. Yeah, we don't have anything against anybody. But
Cap. I don't think Yachty cares, but I do think Yachty, like, I think Yachty associated with a lot of street dudes, so like he probably wouldn't be like running to like hang with Gunna type shit, but. Like even this dude, right? It looked like he don't really fuck with that. Like he don't fuck with it with Gunna because of maybe what he's heard.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
For real.
Do you think he dropped the hottest album, at least coming out of the space in the last year?
Personally, first off, no one else from Atlanta dropped an album. A rap album. Ooh, no one dropped a rap album from Atlanta. Nobody. Baby didn't drop. Thugs in Jail. 21 hasn't dropped. Nudie dropped a mixtape.
Do something and 21 will go crazy.
Everybody going crazy. Baby gonna go crazy. Yeah, no one from Atlanta dropped. Who dropped?
Yo, you see how they're going through, like, they're like jumping through hoops just to say he's not the guy who's, at least for the moment, reigning in terms of good music.
I dropped a rock album.
Yo.
You know who did?
Gunna dropped a better album than Baby, man.
Baby didn't drop an album.
That Only Me. When did that drop?
When he was in jail.
Okay, well, Gunna shit was hotter than that. Yo, I love it. Yo, y'all Atlanta niggas get so uncomfortable. Yo, Gunna, I'm telling you, Gunna, I wasn't rocking with you at first. Somebody Gunna diss me.
Still rich in the pandemic. Fuck academics.
No, he didn't say that. I ain't like that, Gunna. Okay, I'm gonna give you a pass.
What'd he say?
He was like, yo, it's like, I get rich in a pandemic, fuck academics. I was gonna be on his ass for a minute. I was gonna do him worse than a lot of these niggas. But you know what? I seen how much niggas were uncomfortable by Gunna, and I said, I like that. I like the underdog. You know what I mean? I like that. I just seen Baby like throw up like a little sign when he was dissing him recently. I'm like, yo, Baby, people not rocking with you, they're rocking with Gunna. Gunna do
That's
half
not
of these.
true though. That's like you got
Chad. Am I not seeing how, like, again, I'm really judging the internet. I'm not really judging, quote unquote, the streets. Doesn't it look like people are fucking with Gunna heavy.
Yeah.
Saying that people
That's
are
not
rocking
true.
with.
And
That
also,
is the most
it's so hair that you
innocent
just rock with who.
And by the way, so a video that came out recently, I think made my point. We had Lil Baby who was rapping and like performing. I think he was trying to perform "Drip Too Hard," which is a song with him and Gunna, and he basically says, "Fuck the rats, turn the shit off." Here we go.
Lil Baby threw shots at Gunna on stage.
I mean, he ain't fucking with him. He's basically saying that. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, which, like, to my surprise, I thought that nobody would be rocking with Gunna after this, but I think that's just not the case. I might be wrong, but I don't think that's the case at all. All right. Darius, thank you for the 5 and 6. Yo, fam, you good. You right. Keep standing on what you stand on when it comes to industry. I appreciate you on that. Micah Talley, thank you for the 5 and 6. Yo, do your research. In 1998, Millicent Shelton wrote a movie about an executive that did what Puff is doing now. Years later, she doesn't work with Diddy at all afterwards. Charlie Scott, thank you for the 10. He says, court of public opinion gets you exiled by the people, which is still a form of conviction. Companies back out. I can't say Lil Baby's a hypocrite for not rocking with Gunna. Because if you listen to these street dudes, if they're really street, it ain't supposed to be like, oh, well, you taught me how to rap, or hey, you used to write for me, so I'm going to accept you for snitching. It should be nobody's accepting somebody for snitching. So I can't get mad at Baby for that. I'm just wondering if Baby is going to keep the same energy for everybody. Because in this game, there's a lot of people who have been accused of certain shit. And if he could just like keep it very solid on all fronts, yeah, okay, it makes whatever he was saying that he had a point. But if he's just kind of like saying whatever he's saying now just to kind of, get a buzz, it's like nobody's going to respect it, if you ask me. Okay. Here's the point. Until Baby delivers a very great album, people are going to compare him to Gunna. Gunna, for whatever reason, knows how to play the shit. He's not saying, by the way, he's doing the perfect thing. Don't do an interview. Just keep running it up. Don't run your mouth. You don't seem like you have an ego. If you flopped or you didn't do what was expected, nobody cares because they're expecting you to lose. Okay? They're expecting you to lose. All right. Anyway. Let me see. Okay. Let me put this clown show on real quick. Christian Rock, Blueface. I know if you're watching me on stream right now with your girl and she's in a tuck and we talk about hip-hop this and third, she's been waiting for this topic. This is what somebody told me. They said, yo, pretty much most women who are in cultural shit watch, this whole Blueface Christian Rock fiasco, and they usually have a take about it. And I'm like, who the fuck cares about this type of stuff? But I'm starting to change my opinion. Apparently, this is like a really huge deal. You can see by Christian Rock's like Instagram live, like apparently she had like 20,000 people like there. Anyway, let me see if I could showcase what the hell starting to happen. Here we go. First and foremost.
At 4 a.m.
So you could do a verse. You a book bitch.
My son ain't got no parent. 4 in the morning, stopping us because she want to be a bad parent to a bad parent. She want to be a yes. Close the door. Yeah, close the door. Let's go, Marsh. You gonna get your ass as soon as we get there. Come on. Jaden got a good fade waiting for you, Marsh. Let's go. Jaden got a fade like Tessa. Come on, girl. Let's go. Either you gonna get out, I'm gonna drag you out, Marsh. I'm finna put this baby down and put you to bed. All right. You wanna go to
3 hours later.
That might be his regular time to pull up over there and check on his baby. Y'all know how they do it. And she wasn't there and somebody else was. Come on now, y'all acting dumb on this end.
Now, obviously, like, yo, play this. She could have her friend watch her kid while she go do a song or do whatever she has to do personally. That wasn't the funniest part, though, because apparently Blueface's new girl, but like old baby mama, has linked up with Krishan Rock, and now they're planning to meet up with Blueface. Here we go.
Oh, look, I got her phone. Crib. He was in his crib. Right. We finna get your own. We finna get 221,000 motherfuckers. 220 million? I swear to God, you just like Carlissa, like,
Okay. I'm going to try to skip past that. Let me see. Here we go.
I can't believe you embarrassed me like that. Okay, cool. Do you? Read what you need to read in her phone. I can't wait. You embarrassing sad.
Ladies and
okay,
gentlemen.
You're an embarrassment.
Another episode on Blue Circus.
Okay, you're an embarrassment.
If you want to join the circus, we gonna add you to the circus. We gonna add you to the roll, to the
You're
cast.
so embarrassing.
I don't know what else to say, man.
That's so sad. I'm embarrassed for you.
So y'all besties now.
So I ain't gonna lie. So Blueface got like some like harem situation going on. And I always say, like, when you see a rapper like kind of go for like mid chicks, is because he on some real freaky wild shit. It's like YoungBoy don't date no Miles, man. He be on some, like these chicks gotta do what he want to say. So, essentially it's a Blueface trying to show how his fiance Jaden and his baby mama Krishan broke up his house.
Yeah. All right, fuck me.
It's fuck you. I'm embarrassed for you.
Y'all
I can't believe you would go live like that.
So
I'm so sad for you.
Y'all finna run off and
I'm so sad for you.
Y'all finna just run off and do shows without me, huh?
I'm so sad for you.
Y'all just finna run off and do shows without me, huh?
Craig.
Ain't nobody coming to see Blue?
Craig. I'm sad for you. Craig.
So I'm Otis. That's crazy, cuz.
Embarrassing.
So I'm Otis in the group.
Hey, it's okay.
Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him? Look at this.
By the way, I kid you not, like, this is when I realized, I mean, obviously I knew before, this is completely, like, fake and fabricated. Blueface knows how to work the cameras. I think Krishan Rock does too. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the Jade and Alexis girl, I think she's getting a lot of credit because she's a regular woman and, people like to see, somebody that doesn't act like a celebrity or act like a star when, maybe their confidence isn't there yet. However, this is how they're making money, man. I think they're all in on it. Blueface is in on it. Krishan's in on it. They're going to milk the situation because people love to watch their relationship. I don't know why. I think they're going to milk the shit out of it. And at this point, it should be all scripted. They should not really be chasing each other like in the street, trying to hurt each other or doing other dumb shit, breaking stuff, because they're all in it together, if you ask me.
Shoot, they done tow up my house. They done tow up my house. Join forces. You did.
You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment. Say that.
Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him? Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him?
You're an embarrassment.
I'm going to grab some water, Chad. I'm going to grab some
water. Oh, he's a bitch. She said you a bitch.
Merry Christmas.
How sad.
So
sad for you.
So I'm Otis in the group. So I'm Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see me. I'm Otis, huh?
Okay.
Y'all just hot.
It's okay, Dada.
It's crazy.
It's
I'm
okay,
Otis, y'all.
Dada. It's okay.
They gonna run off. They gonna start doing shows.
Yeah, and we might.
And they gonna do interviews together and shit.
Yeah, we might.
And they gonna leave me at home. I'm Otis now.
Dada.
Ain't nobody coming to see Blue, huh? Yeah? Why you laughing, girl?
Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about that bullshit.
Where the fuck is Zeus when you need him, man? Lemuel, where the fuck is you at, man? You missing this shit, bro. Look what they did in my house.
Who's right?
Nigga, you broke this shit too.
You broke it. You by yourself.
Look at this shit.
Aww. Oh, cry baby ass. Yeah, tell him to call that line. You got something for him. That's so sad.
Right, don't put it in.
Nobody's putting me on the camera. It's my time to shine. Y'all went live earlier, right? Y'all popped y'all shit, right?
Oh, so sad.
Y'all went live and popped y'all shit?
Oh, so sad.
It's my turn.
Okay, so sad.
Shit.
You ain't shit though.
Welcome to Blue Circus.
No, welcome to Blueface being the fucked up.
These is my best acts right here. We got Bobo and Dum Dum.
Nigga, give me my phone.
Bro,
Squad room.
let me shine.
Give me my
Let me
phone.
shine.
She put the handy on it. I ain't.
Bro, come on. All right.
What?
All right, I'm done. I'm done playing.
Yeah. Because you want to get ugly or what?
No, I'm not getting ugly.
Give me my fucking phone,
I'm
bro.
chiming down. I'm chiming down.
Don't call me down, bro.
So what we doing?
Nigga, give me my phone.
What we doing?
What do you mean what we doing?
What we doing?
Give me my phone, bro.
Y'all getting rid of me,
Was that
cuz?
what you
Y'all telling me I ain't in the group no more? That's what y'all saying?
So you gonna put the live on me?
Bro, the live ain't on you, cuz. Y'all went live already.
I got a whole fucking.
So I ain't a part of the group. Y'all kicking me out the group.
That's it, bro. I want you my face.
Bro, I'm showing me. I'm not showing you.
Let me see.
So y'all kicking me out of the group?
You just ain't shit. It's cool. Them bitches can have you. They wanna market. They wanna lie. Tell them niggas drop that. Hey yo, the first bitch that's in my BD, some fine creamy squirting on his pussy, can have him, cause that's what he like. What, nigga? You just call me dumb. Where the fuck you yelling? Beat the shit out of you, bro.
Come on, come
Cool.
on,
Let
cuz.
me know when you get off live before you want to talk about some police shit.
Bro, stop!
When you
Don't chase me. Don't. Why are you doing all this on the?
Get
Wait.
off live,
Okay, wait.
bitch.
Okay, wait.
Get off live.
Wait.
Ooh, she gonna do a bitch.
On live. And now what? Now what?
All right, you want to act up?
I'm not acting up.
You want to act up?
What you about to put the camera with you?
Aw, Bookie.
You want to act up?
Nope. Nobody's doing
This
shit.
this for my safety at this point.
Okay.
Y'all in here trying to molest me. Y'all in here trying to take advantage of a
You
crip.
already beat us up, so why would we care? You bust her lip, you bust our ass, why would we care? Now what? You want to delete that?
Alright,
Oh, Bookie.
Come on, girl, stop playing like that.
Stop playing it. Get off live.
Chill.
Damn.
Chill.
I knew it was gonna get sour. You should have went live.
No, we ain't sour. We about to reconcile. We about to reconcile. Y'all not finna tear my shit up.
Tear your own shit up.
Y'all ain't finna tear my shit up.
Unwillingly on the camera.
Hey, look.
Unwillingly on live. Oh, dear.
Hey, look. Check it out. Look.
Why
Look. All right. I didn't put you on live, bro. Shut the fuck up. Nobody can see you. God damn. But check this out, though. Nobody can see you, bro. We know. Yeah. Come on. But check this out. Y'all done broke all my shit.
Who's y'all?
So, y'all owe me some pussy now.
I don't know shit.
Yeah.
Cricket. And you're on live.
Who fucking
with
first?
No
Who going first?
with no consent. And we
Hey. Look at this number in the corner. 202,000 people. Man, that's like numbers that 6ix9ine and Trippie Red used to pull when they were beefing. This is like drama. Granted, honestly, I personally believe, and Blueface, take my advice if you haven't already. You should be on some. You should be like this nigga right here. Real talk. You should be like this nigga right here, chat. You should be like this nigga. You should be like this nigga. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be on some whoop that trick shit, man. You gotta be on some like, yo, it's hard out here for a pimp. You gotta be on some shit like this. You gotta be damn near ready to pimp slap a bitch that she could get the lyrics right. Cause both of these bozos love you. You fucking on both of them. You gave both of them kids. They stuck with you for life. One got your name and your face tatted on for like 18 times. The other one, to be honest, like, she's a regular girl. I don't want to say nothing bad about her, but if it ain't for Blueface, she not famous. Let's keep it a bean. Blueface need to, like, get on this hustle and flow shit. Start pimping. Feel me? On some shit like this. Yeah. Nah. We got to play the scene where he telling her to get the lyrics right. Look, right here. He's push that shit out. Push that shit out. Come on. Yeah.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp when he trying to get this money for the rent.
Yeah.
For the Cadillacs and gas money spent will cause a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Yo, Blueface, get to pimping, gang. If Blueface smart, don't even try to do no threesome with these bitches. Like, you could do that. You know, like, you could just fuck them one after the other. Like, we get that. They are in. Krishan got the clout. The other one, I don't know if she got a talent. I think you got a talent. Nigga, start writing for both of them. Get they publishing. Get 80% of their masters. And put these chicks to work. That's a fact. I can see it. When I'm looking at Blueface, I can tell. He's like, I'm thinking of a master plan. That's what you need to do, dog.
Cause y'all being extra, cuz. That's crazy. Y'all had all that fun. Ask the lie. Let me ask the lie. Let me ask the lie. No, let me ask the lie. Okay, let me ask the lie. Hey, did they have my phone call on the phone earlier?
That's cool.
Did y'all see what I was telling they went live and did call
This is a goal for a lot of people in the hood, man. They both they baby mamas is in unison in their goddamn kitchen. And now you get to run the program, man. Hey, listen, salute to Blueface. I've criticized him a lot of shit, but I think my boy got a plan with these joints, so can't even knock him. Can't knock the hustle, okay? Let me see. Okay, let me see. What the fuck? Chat. What else is... There's a few other topics that I had going on. I know it's hard out here for a pimp. Okay, I did this already. We ain't about to play no Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Nicki Minaj supposedly is dropping. Is Nicki Minaj supposed to be dropping this Thursday? Let me go to her page. Last time y'all was telling me to go to Nicki Minaj's page, I was claiming she was on crack. I told you, Nicki Minaj don't take no goddamn crack. Is this new?
To Bob.
This is the
to Bob.
emergency broadcast system. Stand by for further information.
Like my honey's blue. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. It's a big difference between me and you.
Okay. So, it's happening this Friday. The reason why I think a lot of people are excited, a lot of people do believe that Pink Friday was her, best album. And a lot of people are looking at this project and what she said about it. They believe that she's going to drop a fucking classic. They believe Nicki Minaj is going to go crazy. And I'm hoping that's the case. I am rooting for her. I would love to hear an amazing project from her in an era and a year where I think so many women have had impact on music. I want to see her have her moment of shine. I don't know who's going to be on the album. This shit, I see Ariana, I think Ariana Grande, her fan page is here, so I guess they believe she's doing a song. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very interested to see if Drake is doing a song with her. I think it should be happening. I hope it's happening. But if Drake don't got no song on this album, we're going to see. You feel me? But am I expecting and anticipating her album? Yes, and I'm hoping it goes well for her. Because, trust me, the game is better when Nicki Minaj is balancing out all the other shit we're hearing. We're hearing Sexy Red talking about her pussy's green. Her pussy smells like, skunk. Like, whatever the case is. And that's great because there's shock value to it. But we do need to acknowledge people like Nicki who balances everything out. She's a amazing lyricist. She's someone whose artistry is not just about saying shit for shock value. It's about making great songs. So I'm hoping that I could see and I could, be there to witness Nicki Minaj drop this project and hopefully control the conversation around it. Okay? Yeah. Oh, real quick. This is comical. I know my brothers told me don't even react to it, but I just got to give it at least like 20 seconds. Chat, I've never ever been going back and forth with a nigga and basically seeing the nigga return to juvenile ways. Listen, y'all know what I'm talking about. Listen, can I find it? I don't even know where it's at. Is it here? Tell me if y'all see it. Is it here? Okay. Now, No Jumper, y'all tried it. I don't know who's posting on here, but y'all tried it. I spoke on Sharpie during the time of him trying to disappear off camera when Adam was talking shit in the middle of the No Jumper versus Figmunity World beef. But of course, No Jumper in their little trying to start shit, they posted what I said about Sharpie, saying that, hey, if you got your issues ain't with me right now, your issues with Figmunity, they're gonna post this after the beef is done. That it makes it look like I'm starting beef again, but okay, whatever. But then Sharpie went and responded to me, and I gotta show y'all this chat. I've never seen some shit like this. Okay.
About it, and I hung out with Saucy Santana, and I thought about it, and what he was saying wasn't so half bad. So what you saying? You been playing dominatrix games with fucking Saucy Santana? Yeah, I might have been playing them sharp, but come on, I just been playing. It's just internet games.
Yo, chat. We have a nigga who looked like he about to be the next like he's auditioning to be on them lung commercial for cigarettes, where they be like, yo, hey, I can't. Yeah. The nigga look like he finna die from mesothelioma or whatever, nigga. He's playing with dolls. I've gotten a grown man who used to mentally torture and pimp women to be playing with action figures. And he's wondering why I keep laughing at him. Hey, I'm this. I hate to quote the Bible, but listen, man. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 11, man. Listen, when I was a child, I spoke as a child, brother. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I had to put away childish things, man. Bro, you still playing with toys. This is the first time I had to think, I'm like, this guy is a creep. How do you spend your day trying to manipulate women and you're playing with dolls? What is wrong with you, bro? Now, I won't even say anything more after this because I realize this guy has some mental issues. This was done at 4 a.m. He was playing with action figures, trying to role play as me. Game over. I won. There's a few times when I'm going back and forth with people that I'm like, oh, I won, this over. This nigga.
You know, what do I know? I know you niggas be real street niggas. I ain't trying to play with you niggas. You know? Oh, church. Your breath. Nigga, don't you ever breathe your mouth on me like that again, nigga.
Did that nigga like press a button on the toy?
Your ugly ass. All sharp. Well, you know, I don't really mean nothing by it. You know, I'm just trying to fit in.
Yo, this nigga literally looks like a gay stud. With the worst haircut, plaque filth tooth ever. And he's playing with toys. Yo, Sharp. I think I've taken my victory with you, bro. It's over. I'm calling this beef. It's over. Just like I beat Freddie Gibbs, had a baby mom, it's over. It's over with me and you too, bro. I hope you continue to, Your Sharp looked like he was trying to audition to be in Toy Story or some shit like that. You okay, brother? Okay, I'm gonna leave this boy alone. This is crazy.
I thought about it and I hung out with Saucy Santana and I thought about it and, you know, what he was saying wasn't so half bad. So what you saying? You been playing dominatrix games with fucking Saucy Santana? Yeah, I might have been playing them Sharp, but come on, you know I just been playing. It's just internet games, you know?
Yo, brother, you ain't got to use me as a reason to use your action figures, my dude. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Now, before I could even just ether you, I swear y'all do the work for me, man. I swear y'all do the work for me. Can I even find it? Give me one more second. I told you, it's a one-trick pony, man. Ever since I exposed him, he been mad.
Don't take me for it.
If you was to bring a bitch here, that's easy. You said it on camera. You was calling a bitch.
Put
The
hands
fuck?
on you.
It don't matter. You setting it up.
I said if you got hostility.
This is entertainment, nigga. You soft?
Entertainment.
What's up with you? A bitch can't even talk to you in your face for you to call something.
You know what's so funny about Sharp? That's a New York bitch checking you, man. That's the thing about y'all little. I don't know which bitch Sharp ever pimped. Actually, I do know because a lot of bad things happen to those women. Actually, and I want to send my condolences. I don't want to make fun of it. But Sharp, this is a New York chick right here, man. Ain't nobody talk crazy than a New York chick. You can't get her under your wing, nigga.
Fake as fuck.
This is, at the end of the day, it's entertainment meaning.
This has been fake
no,
for you the
it's
entire
entertainment
time.
meaning that why would you call a bitch to come fight me for real? That's weird.
Why not?
What?
Y'all
Because
always
this
run your
is
mouth
a
towards niggas. I'm not
podcast.
gonna do this. Ain't nothing to you, right?
What?
This isn't anything to you.
It don't mean nothing to you either because you're
Right,
not
you
afraid to
said
lose
that
it.
already, though.
It's not, you're not afraid to lose it, so it don't mean nothing to you
I'm
either.
not afraid of shit.
So then that's what it is. Y'all heard it here first.
My life,
it's
baby.
a liability, not an asset. That's all I'm
baby,
saying.
You've been the liability. That's why you only got a show or two and got your ass the fuck on
show or
about the
two?
door.
What you mean?
Wow. Interesting. You know, my man's back to doing his normal tricks, just arguing with girls. There's another clip I think I was going to play. But really, I almost have nothing to say to him. I think this guy is, You know somebody's ethering themselves. Let's see. Can I even find? I probably can't find this shit on here. Can I find it? Probably can't find this bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. Can I? Nope. Nope. It's not relevant, man. Here we go. One more time. I've never seen a nigga made it this easy to like embarrass him.
Myself up.
They done picked you up from the streets.
You
Are you
bum?
fucking
Hell yeah,
dumb?
we street
You
niggas.
call
No
bitches
jump.
crying. Are you
No jump.
stupid?
Bitch, cry who?
Cry? What?
You a
Crying
fan
the
now.
bitches.
You a-
Get it! What's up?
What's that?
What's up? Because I'm really about to get my breath from you, nigga. What's up? I don't think guys are really like that. You fucking dumb nigga. I really been like that. Get any bitch. Get any bitch. Word to my life. Get any bitch. I'm really like that. I'm really like that. You don't know how I move it. So
Yeah, all right. Dude's a one-trick pony, man. I exposed that a long time ago. He's been mad ever since. It's all good, though. All right, we'll continue. Sharp. May you have no more words. Keep playing with your dolls. All right, did I hit everything? I kind of did. Well, I didn't play you guys this, which is the, Actually, let me go back to the Diddy shit real quick. Okay, let me just go back to this. This is what I believe is going to happen with this Diddy thing, right? You know, I don't think Diddy could settle anymore. What Diddy has to do is Diddy has to stop being on the defensive and start to be on the offensive, right? Right now, it seemed like you have these ambulance chasing lawyers who are trying to, like, you know, and by the way, I don't know if he's guilty, but like, again, usually, you know, men of power like this, unless there's some real shit there, they usually start scaring and getting people out the paint quickly. Diddy seems like he's a sitting duck for all allegations. Even this message, enough is enough, blah, blah, blah. You know, in this particular lawsuit, right? Here's the thing. They said they had proof of this gang rape. You have proof you met him. Yeah, is it weird you're 17 and sitting on his lap? Yeah, of course. Yeah, you were at daddy's house or whatever studio he was at. Absolutely. But you don't necessarily have proof that he fucked you, right? So, and again, I'm not sticking up for Diddy. I'm just talking about because this person said in the lawsuit, they had proof. Yeah, you have proof you met him. You don't got proof that he fucked you. And, you know, this is why I think Diddy's not going to be settling this. I think Diddy's going to try to take it to trial or whatever the case is, or try to get it thrown out before it even gets to trial. And I think that's honestly just what it's going to be. You know, does it all look creepy? Of course it looks creepy. Like, why is Diddy, who was like supposedly like 30-something or near 40-something, hanging out with a 17-year-old? Of course it looks creepy, right? But I'm going to be honest with you. I can't say I take all these allegations to mean Diddy's finna lose in a court of law. And I do believe if she had proof, she would have went to the police who would have opened up an investigation, but they haven't. Somebody said Crip Mac got picked up by the feds. What y'all talking about, bro? Okay. One of the last things I do want to point out, you know, obviously we talked about Diddy's son, which is King Combs. He was hanging out with his girlfriend, and I think he did it as a joke, but nevertheless, he had put out something where he was basically, he said, you know, GD, and you know what that letter is, right? King Yella first responded to him by saying this. Oh, by the way, here's the clip.
Thank you, baby.
GDK.
By the way, I hate this trend. Like, you know what I mean? All y'all little RP niggas this and there. Let me tell you this. Like, you know, and again, I'm not no gang dude, but I only like I have the respect enough to not even say so and so K or nothing like that. If you're not down to shoot a nigga when you saying something K, shut the fuck up. I think, you know, and I like King Combs. I think, you know, he's just misguided. I don't think he's really trying to be something he's not. He's not king, right? I think this has become a trendy thing. I know a lot of people in the streaming community, they like to shout that out too because they've seen their favorite rappers shout it out. But trust me, if there was around 22Gs or there were around some other people who are GDs, them niggas would piss their fucking pants. You feel me? So I say, you know, I think he's just saying this out of trend. I don't like the trend, but I don't believe that he's really trying to be something he's not. Anyway, he says this, and I do believe, not to blame the woman, but like, shit, he's probably trying, like, you know, trying to seem cool in front of his girl, whatever. Then we have King Yella responded by saying this.
So I look on the internet, and I see Puff Daddy's son come out with GDK. Bro, it's not a good time while your daddy fighting all these allegations and crazy stuff he got going on with him right now. Why would you even try to involve yourself into a GDK movement or anything, gang? You was born famous and rich and famous. Like, what is you doing, King Combs? And the crazy part is, somebody called me and asked me, with you on the phone, you forgot we was on the phone? And you asked me, should you do drill music? I said, bro, why would you do drill music? You don't even come from the streets. You don't come from none of that. You was like, you right. So I looked on the internet. It's been a Bruford all your life. Never, not from the streets. Come from a rich daddy that's fighting a bunch of sexual and crazy stuff right now. And you on there talking about GDK. Don't let them GDs get up with you, dude. I just saw you. Then I just see you at the Lovers and Friends.
Okay. Now, anyway, King Combs came out and said, yo, I ain't affiliated with no gangs, and I'm not a gang member, okay? As he should.
Thank you, baby.
Now, King Yella came back around, and he responded again by saying, let's see, this.
I'm proud of you, man. Hey, y'all stop playing with me, man. I make niggas apologize and I make niggas say they don't gang bang, man. For real. But no, for real, on a serious note, you was born with a silver spoon, young man. We can switch spots. If you want to be a gang banger and let me be a millionaire, billionaire son, I'll take that, man. That's what's wrong with the world now, man. Motherfuckers want to live. Niggas born with money, they want to live the bad life. Growing up in poverty, coming from the struggle, we want the good life. I don't want to gang bang, bro. I don't want to live like this. I want to look over my shoulder. I don't want no ops, bro. I don't want none of this shit, bro. I want the bag so I can provide for my children, man. King Combs, don't let that shit happen no more, bro. Don't let it happen no more, man. You got to do better, man. It's not a good look for the, you know, y'all got a lot going on, right? Hey, Puffy son.
Now, not to burst King Yella's bubble, but King Yella, I don't think he apologized for him saying that about GDs because of you. I think he just naturally realized that, number one, you're not the only GD. Number two, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Is King Yella, he's GD, right? Am I tripping? King Yella's GD, right? Drill rap. I know you say he's wild. I really think, bro, there's a trend of just rappers where like people who think saying that about GDs is cool. Okay, he's GD. I don't think that King Combs apologized to him. So I know he's gonna have an inflated ego, like, oh yeah, he forced him to apologize. No, but I think King Combs probably realized, like, yo, I know a bunch of people that say that dumb shit about GDs behind closed doors. And I think King Combs probably thought this wasn't going online. He probably got to blame his girl who recorded him. And number two, he got to take accountability because you shouldn't be saying that, period. Like, yo, you're not on that. Like, why would you even do that? You know what I mean? Somebody say he said he was joking. Yeah, but you shouldn't be joking like that. I'm down to say you're not supposed to be joking like that, man. Hey, by the way, Ruby Rose's like male fan that donated $90,000. He donated $60,000 and then he got to meet her. And then ever since he met her in like a space of like a week or two, he's donated $30,000 more. Now look how much he's texted her. Which, by the way, I don't even know what's her end goal in showing this. I have no idea. The guy says, what are you doing tonight? Why are you not answering me? I thought we had a general connection. Ruby, why aren't you answering me? I've invested so much money into relationships. I'm in love with you. Why won't you love me? And by the way, I'll stop it there. And I'm like, yo, I think a lot of these OnlyFans girls think that when you're accepting $100,000 from a guy, bro, that like I don't know how rich that guy is who sent Ruby all that money, but some of these people it just comes with expectations. Now, a lot of other really bad things happen when people feel their expectations and their feelings are hurt. But anyway, it says, yo, I would do anything for you. I would fly anywhere to be with you. All that I could ever think about is you. There's not a single person in the world as perfect as you are. You could be my queen. I could be a king, blah, blah, blah. By the way, you know what's so funny? You know, if this was a guy that was having a woman strung along like this, like they would basically almost like accuse you of on some Andrew Tate shit. Like, yo, you're using a lover boy method of like trying to lure people in. But god damn it, look how the simp is basically, you know, reacting and like hitting up on Ruby Rose. Wow. Please tell me you're just busy and not see my text. Please. I cherish it every second I was with you. You're the realest. I even spent, he said, I want to marry you. I adore you, Ruby. You're the one. You're all I need. Blah, blah, my life. I will never leave you. Da, da, da. I want to marry you. So I even spent $30,000 more since we met because I thought we had something genuine and real. I will empty my bank account with you. I will travel across. Ain't this the Tinder swindler type shit? I will empty my bank account just to be with you. I'll travel across the country just randomly to run into you again. I will never be over you. You are the love of my life. My perfect little princess. You are stunning. You're my breath. Oh my God. This nigga simping, bro. Look, he says, if I will send you 10 Bitcoin right now if you answer me, that is worth almost $400,000. All you have to do is respond to me with one word, Ruby. Please, I need your attention. I need to make sure that my kitten is safe. What the fuck? That's interesting. Bitcoin is one of those investments I was talking to you about on OnlyFans when you were asking me about what I did to make so much money. I promise you it will be the best investment of our lives. So all you have to do is just react to one of the messages. Please, I beg you, cannot think to live without you. Jeez. Damn. Jesus. All right. Somebody said, you gotta talk about a Canadian Punjabi scene. Oh, well, put me on. I don't know too much about it. Somebody said, talk about Adam waving a white flag. He did what he was supposed to do, man. Like, right. Again, Adam got people that was gonna be in the line of fire. They're not catching Adam, but they was gonna catch somebody else. Somebody said, Thug should have dropped the song with Lil Durk and Baby. We'll see whenever that comes out. Cyril Fortune, thank you for the 2. He says, talk about Cam and Melissa Ford. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Let me see what else. Zuri Fraser, we talked about Gene. Is it Gene Deal talking about that? YouTuber, thank you for the 5. It says academics is not even close to the Joe Budden network level. You said bigger. You LOL. What are you talking about? All right, I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. All right, people. Listen, I'm getting offline. I'll be back on tomorrow. I know I've been hitting y'all so much and so often with this late stream, which you guys, I know you don't appreciate, but I'll be back on. What am I doing tomorrow? I won't even tell y'all. I'll just pop on stream tomorrow. Okay, cool. If you guys are on the East Coast, please go get some sleep. If you're on the West Coast, please find your way back up in that motherfucking house and prepare for work or prepare for school or whatever you got to do in the morning. If I miss a topic, please send me those topics I can get into. Somebody says Lakia dissed me. Nah, she ain't dissed me. Lakia just wanted a little bit of attention. She had a bar that was a double entendre. She said argue with women like academics. You know what people have been saying recently. Obviously, I think she wanted me to diss her. Like, yo, fuck you, blah, blah. And by the way, she would have had a bunch of women on her side. Like, yo, let's protect you against act. I didn't even diss her. I just said, hey, listen, I like the song. It's fire. I like Lakia. All right? All right, people. I will see y'all tomorrow. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys go to theacademy.shop. By the way, a bunch of chat niggas hit me up because I said last night, I was like, yo, I feel like most of our purchases are coming from women, and a bunch of dudes hit me like, yo, bro, I don't care what name you're looking at. I'm a dude. I've been buying a bunch of stuff from the store and whatever the case is. So I appreciate you guys. All right. I will see you guys in the morning. And yeah, I'm sorry for the late streams. I want to give you a stream during that 9 to 5 hour, and I haven't done it yet. So I'm going to plan to do it tomorrow. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and I will be back on tomorrow. All right. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for watching on YouTube, Twitch, both YouTube channels, and also on Facebook, and, of course, on our home base Rumble. Okay. Talk to you tomorrow. I got an ad to do tomorrow, too, so you definitely know I got to be on. All right.